Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Second Wind Live. My name is Marty Sleva. I am humbled and honored to be joined by Sebastian Ruiz and Jack Packard for today's excellent stream of Super Mario RPG Remake on the Nintendo Switch. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Like post premiere jitters.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta take a poo, but
yeah. Congrats, Frost, on your inaugural cold take at Second Wind. That was very exciting, and congrats, Jack, on doing just so much adult work. You've been doing so much adult work that we can't. Not adult work like sex stuff, but
hell yeah! I mean, no, you're right. Absolutely, I have not been.
I've always said that, like adult as an adjective. I'm not a fan. Like adult dancing. Yeah.
I mean, I am a fan.
Yeah.
You're a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of either context. So.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, everyone. A couple of people say we're a little quiet. I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% sure how to make it louder on my end. I have my Discord audio set to 100, and you guys are as loud as can be on my end.
Okay,
but I don't know. Can people hear? What if you guys meet us halfway? And what if you turn it up a little bit on your end, guys? Like
that's fair. What are you using to stream? Are you using OBS?
I'm using Oobs. Yeah, I got some Oobs over here.
When you see our volumes, how high is that volume bar going?
That is. I'm very dumb. Speak. You can keep speaking.
Okay, I'm gonna keep speaking.
I had a feeling.
I'm an idiot, guys. I'm an idiot.
Okay, great.
That was me. I think we should now be collectively much louder.
Did we problem solve?
Oh, we're clipping.
I didn't realize there was a lot. I got a lot of levers going on. I got levers in a volume mixer. I got levers in Discord. I got levers in Oobs. Thank you for reminding me about Oobs. I used the Oobs letter, and now we should be better. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're doing a cheeky little launch day stream on Super Mario RPG on the Switch, which just came out today. I'm a huge fan of this game from the Super Nintendo. Now Nick says we need to drop it down a little bit, which I can also.
Son of a bitch!
I'm not afraid of
anything.
anything.
They're on a delay. Don't come. I mean, calm down. There is a delay.
That's true.
Okay,
that's
we're
true.
here. We're here. This is gonna be fine. We're in yellow. Is yellow's a good color.
Yellow's
no. Yellow is not the setting you had before Marty asked us to turn it up. I just revert to that. That's what I did.
Okay.
So Marty, don't we go.
Yellow's the good place to be. You want to be in the yellow.
Okay. We're gonna be in the yellow. We're gonna be in the yellow.
Okay.
We can make some
be in the
modifications. Otherwise,
that gives you wiggle room.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be yellow when it's like casual speaking though. Yellow is when you're starting to yell. You know.
Yell should actually, and these are all personal preferences. Yell to me goes like little dabbles into the reds. That's where I think.
Gotcha.
And theoretically, we should all have nice, microphones that have built-in compression. So we should never really go too hard. But these are all technical things. We're here to play a Mario-themed RPG, which by all rules of logic should not exist. What a marvelous game.
This was famously one of the last collaborations between Nintendo and Square on the Super Nintendo before their breakup. And it's kind of like I had a relationship once where I kind of knew it was going to be over, but we had a really nice day where I skipped work and we went to like a San Francisco Giants baseball game. And we kind of just like wandered around the city. It was great, even though we both kind of knew it was at the end. And that's what Super Mario RPG was like. It was like a couple realizing they were at the end of the road of their relationship, but still putting out one banger of a day.
Nice.
Salute to you,
that's
Mario.
Great. Salute to you, Mario. Yeah. Hey, let's start this off on a good note of people giving us money.
Oh my God,
Jeff Massacott, thank you for the $20 American. YouTube chat, you might notice that our super chat is now available. Twitch chat, hello, we see you as well. I see first-time chatter, Sir Quinny says better, but first over to YouTube, Jeff Massacott. I'll have to watch later since I'm at work, but wanted to show my support. Major layoffs are going around my company.
I'm sorry.
But seeing what you all built in such a short time gives me hope that if I get let go, I'll be okay. Well, thank you, Jeff. Even with your paycheck on the line, giving us a little bit of money. We appreciate that support.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jack. Listen
I'm Jack.
to yourself on the stream.
Oh, are you very loud? Well, that might have been my fault from earlier.
Son of a gun.
That's why I was like, you and I, Jack, needed to revert to where we were before Marty asked us to turn it up.
Oh.
Gotcha. You and I need to revert.
Yeah. Chat, we
Okay.
appreciate it. First off, chat, this is my first time hosting a 3-person stream with a video game. And let me tell you, I had the rumblies this morning. I woke up and I had the nervous rumblies because there's a lot of moving parts to this. There's so many moving parts.
It's incredibly complicated, and I feel like people who don't stream a lot don't understand like all of the moving parts.
Yeah, that's why when I stream on my personal channel on Twitch, it's just always kind of wonky and broken, and I just don't care. And that's
the best part.
And I realize when I stream for like work, I'm like, oh, I gotta care. That's like part of the job. Is you have to care a little bit.
Yeah, audio's good.
Okay,
Audio's
let's do this.
Like,
Let's do this, everybody. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and everyone say 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
was I supposed to clap? Was it the friends thing?
No, I think you're supposed to say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No,
1,
now we're
2,
fine
3,
now.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, great. I've turned my microphone down even more because yes, I was indeed clipping.
Oh, no problem.
Still, even after I turned down. More.
Also,
So
chat,
that was-
how does the video game sound? Because I can easily control the volume of the video game.
Very important.
Yeah, that is the easiest one. It gets its own slider and
It does.
whatnot.
I don't understand why the people don't get their own sliders. There's probably a way to get the people. My problem is like I have you both on the same Discord, so
Yeah.
Sure.
I also was covering
The-
up my health, which was
Theoretically, like I know, I usually just open up like the volume mixer panel, which will give you kind of individual Discord volume.
yeah.
game volume,
I have
OBS
individual
volume.
Discord, but I don't have both of you separate. Unless I do.
Got it.
I do have 2 Discord things. Is that you two?
Don't do that to
I'm not gonna
yourself.
touch
This is all virtual audio cables. If the boat's not on fire, we go.
Yeah.
And now one last thing before we get proper going.
Yeah.
Nick has requested add a browser source for the Ko-Fi. Marty, if you're comfortable with that, I will give you the link. If you're not, I say we just crack on.
First off, thank you, Nick. I want to say "suck it" like the D-Generation X used to say in WWE.
Yes.
But Nick's
Yes.
been working really hard this week, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the "suck it" away. I believe he sent it to me as well. Here it is. Where do we want to put it? I'm gonna put it right here. What if we put it right here, right in the middle?
Oh, have you-
Boop. I think it's there now.
Oh, you did it. Good job.
You did it. Very
Yeah.
nice.
I'm not that dumb. I'm not
So
medium
not-
dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
I don't think you're dumb. I don't like technology. I literally just got done with a cold take where I'd rather deal with the printer than with editing screenshots in.
You printed out more pieces of paper for this week's cold take than I have literally probably printed out in the past decade, and that is
That was
not an
7
exaggeration.
That was $7 worth of paper.
You don't even. Oh my
Wow.
god! Oh, you had to go to like a Kinko's or
I went to an Office Depot. Yeah, I was like, bro, this is more expensive than gas.
yeah.
Yeah.
Should I run my car on ink? What's going on?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Where are we here? We're at American Fear. Thanks for the $2, American, who says, Marty, I beat Ukamura.
Okamuro. That is one of the most pain in the ass bosses in Persona 5. They just
Oh.
broke him in Persona 5 Royal. He's the owner of a corporation. It's like fighting Jeffrey Bezos.
Ooh,
If Jeffrey Bezos
fun.
can summon robots that you need to kill in a single turn.
Hey, Jeffrey Bezos can do that.
Jeffrey Bezos honestly could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
He can. I believe it. Oh my god. All right. We're continuing the legacy of Marty being a Nintendo shill. But Jack, you're not a sheep. You're a free thinking man. I'm
Yeah.
not. What's your opinion on this game so that I can then form mine?
So like I haven't played the remake, obviously. Super Mario RPG is a game I remember playing on the Super Nintendo and basically opening my horizons as far as genres were concerned. Obviously, like early in the Super Nintendo days, every single goddamn game was a side-scrolling platformer because that's what we got. And of course, F-Zero. Boom. Side-scrolling platformer and F-Zero. There are only 2 genres.
We need more F-Zero likes.
First of all, that is a true statement. We need more F-Zero likes. But so like playing something that has turn-based combat, but you still feel a little bit of agency as far as your actions. Because did this one have like the tap a button to emphasize your attack?
As far as I know, this might be the game that introduced it. So
Yeah.
the stuff that you now see in Sea of Stars and all the other Paper Mario and Luigi games, where if you tap a button at the correct moment, when you're either attacking or blocking, you get like a buff or a debuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that introduces. So it's sort of it makes you have to constantly be paying attention in each battle if you want to succeed.
Well, that it just makes it engaging.
Yeah.
You know, it makes it so you're not just looking through an Excel spreadsheet picking the best attack. You're actually involved in it, and so like this absolutely, as a young man, opened up my horizons as far as genres were concerned. So that's how I feel about it. So there's a lot of personal feelings mixed up.
It also started the legacy of which all the Mario role-playing games, the Paper Mario games and everything carried on afterwards, that the writing is actually pretty funny, that there's good goofs, that there's really weird humor. Like there's a character in this game named Booster who's just like this weird pervert. He's just like this horn dog of a pervert, and he wants to marry the princess, but he's sort of like he's in like a state of arrested development. He's Buster. He's Buster Bluth. That's what he is. But he's great. And the enemy in this game is just a large sword. I don't know where he came from. I don't know who is going to be wielded by someone. Doesn't matter.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Kai, thanks for the £5. Kai says, a cold take and a Mario stream for me on my birthday. You're too kind. In all seriousness, congrats on the hugely successful week. Loved the new cold take. Thank you, Kai.
Happy birthday, Kai.
Happy birthday. Your birthday is on the same birthday as Cold Take. That's crazy.
That is.
It's been a year now. That's wild.
It's been a year. Yeah, since proper Cold Take.
Oh my God.
So, since proper cold take. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. We appreciate that support. Herb4NM, thank you for the 25 Polish notes, who says, such a daring move for Nintendo to release W game on the same slot as a newly refreshed cold take.
I know, it's bold of them.
Fighting me and Nintendo. I was going to give them a nod. You know how like, what was it? Steven Spielberg and George Lucas used to like send pictures back and forth of like congratulations on E.T. and congratulations on like Star Wars. It was like the big ones. They would congratulate each other on beating the box office records. I should have done that with Nintendo. Where it's just like fair fight only.
Fair fight only. Absolutely.
Just send your strongest, me versus Mario, not Kirby.
Not Kirby.
Not Kirby.
No, Kirby is a god.
Speaking of the cheeky little dialogue, I love this thing. So Toad asks you, he's like, oh no, there's an enemy coming. Mario, do you know about action commands? And that's like what we were talking about, the hitting a button at the right time. And if you say yes, he turns around to the Gooba and says, hey, you better watch out. This guy knows about action commands. Like, it's that kind of dialogue that's like, it has a lot more flavor than, the Square's RPGs at the time, and your Chrono Triggers, your Final Fantasy VI are incredible, but they're written very much as like these like operatic, sort of like, fantasy stories, whereas this does not take itself seriously whatsoever.
Right. They're okay kind of nodding and winking to the audience.
Yeah, which is funny because Nintendo a lot of times is like very... I feel like Nintendo has like a day crew and a night crew, and the day crew is like, we need to take care, like we need to make the most boring Mario movie possible that doesn't try to push any boundaries, and then the night crew is like, what if we make Splatoon and we just splat everywhere?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like the 1980s Mario movie, or
the Dennis Hopper
like,
Mario movie.
Yeah, like daytime Nintendo makes the normal levels, and then the night crew is just like, all right, they got all the stars, now we're just gonna give them hell.
What if we make a game where you're just inside Bowser the whole time? Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I loved Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah.
That's a great one. I'm a big fan of all the RPGs. Where were we? We're at Portis D. Luigi. Thank you for the $5 American dollars. Who says, who's ready to party like it's 1996? Also love the new cold take. Great work as always, Frost.
Thank you.
Great work as always, Frost.
What was that noise?
What?
I heard Jack's D's Nuts joke from a stream you and I did a year ago, and I think it is connected to the Ko-Fi donations.
Oh God, is Nick making the coffee donations?
I believe it was
These Nuts again.
I believe it was you set me up and you said, "Did you hear that they are making a new Spider-Man movie and cast a new Green Goblin?" And I said, "Who's Green Goblin?" And you said, "Green Goblin D's Nuts," and then you laughed.
Stop saying it. This is the equivalent of AI training. I will never say it from here on out. It's gonna have to dig to find me saying it.
Is Nick's plan? Is Nick spending his valuable short existence on this planet, adding a different D's nuts joke to every stream?
I believe so.
Is that
I believe so.
I'm never gonna say it again.
Can I just take the Ko-Fi thing away?
You 100%.
I like
can.
that Nick was like, Marty, you really need to put this up. It's really important. We honestly just shouldn't do the stream if you can't put up this extension.
I think you can mute it.
Theoretically,
At
you
least
should be able
that's going from.
to mute it.
Can I just block
You are the only one hearing it.
Well, and
This
the
is
entirety of the audience.
Yes, like I don't hear it when it plays. But in your OBS, there should be a volume slider for the browser extension that you
It is.
added.
It's very,
so.
it's very quiet. It's like
Oh,
a
okay.
ghost.
It's for the best.
It's
Just
like
a
if
ghost.
you were a ghost.
Ghostly.
It's like this. It's like
Nuts.
That's a coat. I know. God dang it, Jen. You're
Yeah,
so
you're welcome.
clickable.
You're welcome, Nick.
So right off the bat, this game is largely a one-to-one, remake, remaster, whatever term you want to use. Some differences I'm spotting though. There's this bottom left-hand corner. There's this percentage meter that was not in the original game, and I'm assuming when it gets to 100, you can do some kind of a special attack. But then there's also if you time an attack on an enemy correctly, it does splash damage to enemies around them, which in my opinion would just make this game much easier, which is fine. I'm a big fan of easy games, but
Love
Do you
it.
think that, like, with the Wind Waker release for the Wii U, I know they did several things to try to speed up the slow area.
yeah, interesting. Like the pieces of the Triforce quest and everything, sailing, but you can get the quick sail much quicker, or there's just a quicker sailing. Yeah.
Yes.
Which I think it's good. I think those are sort of the additions. Those are the additions I like.
Or like thinking about Jesse playing the old Zelda games and having those like rewind states for messing up, and how basically that made him be able to finish the game.
Yeah.
Those are so good, man.
Oh, I love save
love
states being able to
accessibility.
rewind. Beautiful.
Those are gonna kill roguelikes. The entire industry.
I'm vehemently against those things.
What, save states?
The ability to rewind games that didn't have that feature.
Wow,
built in. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
very
never have
much
been
so.
able to beat like the original Metroid, the original Zelda, like Zelda 2. If I
Yeah.
had-
You got filtered, Marty. So it's just something you live with, really.
So, and I guess that's the question. Here's my hot take, Marty. Did you even beat it?
Whoa.
Wow. Or did
Is
I
it
beat
really
myself?
a victory?
Wait,
he
what?
said?
Or did you use the Game Genie Unlimited Lives?
I cheated
glitch?
myself and the game.
If you think about it, Marty. I understand it's a way to make things a little bit easier. And back in the day, games were ridiculously hard because you would get one game every 6 months if you were lucky. But to me, that takes away the kind of some of the essence of what made those games special.
I sort of view it like I served my time.
I did my time.
I
he
did
said.
my time.
Ooh.
And now when I
okay.
want to replay stuff, when I want to go through stuff, if I'm playing, old PS1 JRPGs, and I want to just
Yeah.
be able to grind quickly and kind of speed things up, I'll put it on a ×2 speed. I have no shame. I clearly have no shame. Everyone who's watching.
Clearly, you have no.
I feel more like Marty McFly after Back to the Future 3, where he learns to not be goaded in by people challenging him. Because I used to take any game, I was like, I will not cheat, I will not use Genie, I will not do any of that stuff. But it really just comes down to, am I having fun? If no, I will do what I want. That's just where it goes then. So like your old Lion Kings now, if you buy them on Steam, they do have that rewind feature. I was like, yeah, because
So
otherwise
hard
this is
originally.
asinine. Yeah.
Who was out there making fucking a game adaptation of The Lion King as like crazy hard difficulty? Why did they do that?
For children.
Why?
Like,
I was children and I didn't want that.
Like I used to play
was
on the
children.
streets, I'd play in traffic, and then I'd come inside, get my ass beat by the SNES.
Yeah.
And to me,
Horrible
like
time.
then the conversation is we shouldn't be playing these games. Not we should be playing them with cheats. It's no, these are bad and deserve all of the hate. Not like, oh, it's a good game once you have all of these cheats enabled.
No, that's like saying that a city is poorly designed because it has a subway system. Like the
It's not
subway system
walkable.
allows you to get from one place to another quicker. Like that's not taking away from the fact maybe some people want to walk all the way across Manhattan, and that's totally cool. Not this guy.
I'm gonna say that's not necessarily a one-to-one.
I'm gonna say
Opioid.
I got about 3 seconds into that comparison, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. This
Those
doesn't even make
people
sense to
are
me.
People are on opioids, Marty. We know.
Absolutely did not make sense. A couple of people asking, yes, Marty is. I am driving. I have the controller in my hand. Any technical problems or successes can be. No, problems are Nick's fault. Successes are mine.
There you go.
So.
Correct. That's the correct.
We delegate around here.
Will Cooling, thank you for the £2. Who says, can Jack and Marty say how Nick recruited to Escapist way back in the day? I've shared that story before, and I can share it again, which is I saw a Twitter post. Of someone saying, "Hey, we're looking for people to make stuff, video content," and I made a quick little video review of a game. It was a neat little game where you had to pack a warehouse. Oh, what was that called?
Willamette's Warehouse?
Yes, Wilmot's Warehouse.
Awesome.
That was it. A fun little game. And so I just shot a little review, and I said, oh, this is probably something I would do. And he wanted to talk more about me not doing that, because that did not end up working.
What? Oh my god!
Nick hates
We
indie
tried.
games. I don't know if you guys.
Is that your only time ever applying to like a games outlet, Jack?
Yes.
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know what your resume game was, but it's that only one. How about you, Marty? I mean, you've been in this industry longer.
Yeah.
What are your resume games?
I think so my resume games were usually I played whatever was hot at the time that I was able to talk about. And so when I first got in the industry, it was April 2011, and the big two games that came out on the same day were Mortal Kombat, the reboot, and Portal 2. That was Portal Kombat Day. And I'd played the hell out of both of them, as well as there was like a some Lego game had just released, Lego Indiana Jones or something, and I was playing that. And so in that interview, I was able to, they were like, what are you playing? And I could speak, authoritatively on 3 big games that had just come out. And they were like, oh, that's good. And then, when I come aboard at the Escapist, it was similar to Jack. I saw Nick post something about writers and stuff, and I had sort of had my eye on the Escapist since, it was a couple months beforehand that Nick took over and really started to sort of change and bolster the content. I DM'd him on Twitter, and I'd been playing like Death Stranding and Jedi Fallen Order. Those had just come out around then, and I think Nick knew who I was just from some of my IGN stuff, and so we started from there.
Look at that. A lovely time.
Yeah.
Mine was Vampire Survivors, funny enough. Vampire Survivors and then the Cult of the Lamb demo, because at that point I was like everyone. There's perks to all different kinds of jobs. For the games industry, you get them for free, which almost creates a bit of a gap if you don't have that kind of money, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was just like, demos are free. And I'll just go in on these. And also Vampire Survivors was like $5.
Right.
Yeah, there's like a democratization in that now that a lot of the most popular games are cheap or free now. So like you can get an in by being an expert in, free-to-play shooters. You can get an in by being an expert in $3, $5 indies. You don't.
That's scary though. Like, do you want to be the Fortnite expert?
If you want to get in, I think a foot in the door, and once you get in the door, Jack was going to be the Willamette's Warehouse expert. Somehow started hosting a D&D show. I don't know how that worked, but
okay. I mean, the sponsors do that sometimes. It's like, do you have anyone who's interested in the sequel? Perhaps,
yeah.
Like for Armored Core, right? They do shopping around for
sure
outlets and whatnot.
Yeah,
I think I also believe, and I guess we'll have to talk to Nick about this. I don't think Nick knew who I was. I'm somewhat internet famous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Nick just saw like the thing I produced and was like, oh my God, you can produce a video that looks good.
Yeah.
And you can talk on camera and be somewhat charismatic on camera. Like, we can utilize you in some way. And then slowly through our live streams, he's like, wait, you do what?
There's a Red Letter Media?
I think that's a door.
It's a red one.
I want to see, going back to the game quick, I want to see, so famously, there's a very cheeky little line. So you're in Peach's bedroom,
Yeah.
and I want to see if there's a change since the original. So in this corner, by this chair, it says, "You found Peaches, question mark, question mark, question mark." And everyone has always thought, like, is that supposed to be a vibrator? I'm like,
no.
what is that supposed to reference? It's the only interactable thing in this room. And it's Peach's bedroom, and you click a button, and it said, "You found Peach's, question mark, question mark, question mark."
And if you move, what is it that you are
What
looking
is
at?
it?
It's nothing. It's just,
Oh,
and then someone yells at you for doing that.
Ah,
you found it.
Just leave everything where it was, so you get a mushroom for finding someone's.
What do you think you're
Debraccio.
doing? Oh.
So yeah, I don't know. And then you can bounce in the bed. This was
Okay.
the first game I ever played with bed bouncing physics.
Changed his life, huh?
SVS Guru 2000, thank you for the €5. Who says, Jack, do you ever put final in your project file names? I don't, because it's not done until the client says it is. So I just use the current date. SVS Guru, that is a very smart way to do things. I do. I attempt to put final on like the good one. You know, this is the good one, final. Eventually you will get to final version 2, final _ final in all caps.
The hubris of man to
it's-
label a file final.
This is it. This is it. You said we were all done.
I've only done it twice, and it's always led to. Those have always been the ones. It's like, no, another one and another one.
And
I
another
remember,
one.
Yeah, like it was 1-3MR, and I kept fixing something and messing something else up, and Nick was just laughing the whole time. He's just like, nope,
Final.
one more.
Seriously.
So, yeah, final. I was like, okay,
Seriously, for realsies, finals.
these finals this time. How long can a final name be?
That's a great question.
Someone
I
was
bet there's
asking in
a
the Discord, because we passed like 30,000 members, how many members can be in a Discord? And I think they said it's 100,000, which seems like too many. If we're being
That's a
honest.
lot of people.
That's like a city.
Yeah.
That's like a real
Small,
city.
yeah, small country. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Brad, thank you for the $2 American, who says you can tell someone's age when they say Kinkos.
Well, I mean,
Kinkos.
Kinko's is
I don't think Kinkos is a thing anymore.
Oh, my mistake.
What is that? Is that taco place?
For a while, they were FedEx Kinkos.
Oh. Did FedEx kill Kinko's?
FedEx bought out Kinkos, and then I think they dropped the Kinkos. So you can still like go into FedExes and get Kinkos type stuff.
I went into a place called Kinky's, and they could not print out the forms I needed.
I bet they could.
Let me say.
And they were violent about it, but for some reason I kind of liked
I
it.
kind of liked it. I didn't get a W-2, but I did learn a little bit about myself.
Came out and landed. What is this Kinko's of yours? What?
Kinko's was just like a FedEx. It was just a place where you could print shit out. Like,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know it doesn't still
Print.
exist because it is the year 2023 and I shouldn't have to print anything.
Yeah, no.
Correct.
That's,
It's a
and then
place that
here
you
I
could
am.
print and make paper copies and have like large prints made. It
Yeah.
was a useful thing before everything went digital.
Like, we had to, when we were filming Adventures Night Season 3 in Milwaukee earlier this year,
Yeah.
Nick and I had to drive around the city trying to find somewhere to print out some things. I think it was some stuff for, like, Blu-ray covers or something.
You mean a big stack of shit that I still have on my table right now? Yeah.
You had to print out a big sack of shit.
Oh,
There's a
listen,
big
that's on Nick. That's not on me. I was the driver. I was the driver. And let me tell you, I got us to
I
where we
know.
needed to go.
I know. I remember because I had to go pick them up and pay for them. Yeah, there's a big stack.
Oh, yeah,
of
you
things
did, because
right
they weren't
there.
ready until we left.
Which won't be
Thanks,
the first to die out proper? Blockbuster's gone. Kinko's or arcades?
I mean, it sounds like Kinko's. I think arcades will always be around
Japan
because
does account.
I think kids still get excited by the sensory overload, and I think adults still get excited by them, and they always are going to pair them with, like, there's barcades and stuff, and Dave and Buster's and stuff.
That's fair. Yeah. Have you been? When was the last time you guys have been to like a proper arcade that didn't serve alcohol?
Oh, didn't serve alcohol.
Oh.
Or yeah.
I mean, I've been to arcades where I haven't bought any alcohol. There's like Milwaukee has a couple of arcades to where you can just play games. You know?
I felt like my parents because I walked in and the games that people were playing were like Flappy Bird and Fruit Ninja, and I was like, these are phone apps.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
And then they
We're
have like
paying
big machine
$3
versions of
and-
them, right? It's pretty weird.
Yeah, and I mean, I still get down on a claw machine, you know.
Never
This is-
never get down in the claw machine.
Never get down in the climb. I'm a monster.
That's
at these
Scam
things.
City, my friend.
You just have to wait in line. Like every fifth sucker is a winner is born.
Out of all the rigged games, the claw machine is the most rigged.
Yeah,
I
but
bring
if
my
you
own claw.
Yeah, I was about to
Ooh.
say, it's like if you reach in, it's all's fair.
Yeah.
Then all's fair, absolutely.
Mhm.
Thanks for the $2 American. Glad to see Barry Shitpeas join the Green Gang.
Welcome, Barry
I don't know what
Shitpeas.
Very shit.
What
Peas,
are you,
congrats.
Barry Shitpeas in chat. Member of the Green
Shitpeas,
Gang.
yeah, great. You did it, Barry. And Czar Arthur, thank you for the $2 whatever that R stands for. Congratulations to Frost, the revamped Cold Take. Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, third time's a charm.
That's great.
See if this one sticks around. Maybe it's just it only has a year each.
I honestly didn't realize you had a cold take before Escapist cold take. Like you had a cold take on your personal channel. I didn't know that
Yep.
until
and
the other day.
yeah, we're gonna see what happens because like the first one ever did like 50K, and then I think on Cold Take, on the Escapist it did like 90 or something. Let's see where this one ends up.
Okay, all right.
It's a clean
that's gonna
million,
break it.
you know.
You're gonna get six
effective
figs.
too. Whoa.
6 figgy puddings.
Six
I
Fig
hope
Club.
not. Don't want to blow my load, and it's like that's it. That's all he had in the tank.
No, I think it's wonderful. I think like I was really excited about the warm reception that Design Delve got yesterday, and I think like to me like the wonderful thing about what we're attempting here with this channel is that we can branch out and have tiny little experiments and show people something that they didn't know that they wanted, and try out new little shows here, and still have our base of shows, but every once in a while poke at some new shows. So many of those comments on Design Delve yesterday were, what, you can have different shows that's not Yahtzee? What?
In this economy?
Because like YouTube's weird like that. That's why I joined up from a solo creator. I was trying to get away from my niche, and I went, I feel Cold Take could do really well, but just not in this spot here.
Sure.
So then we try. It's just been, what is it? It's been nice to at least have been onto something, I guess. It's like, yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought on that channel. That channel was wrong.
It wasn't my fault. It
Even
was
though
the channel's
mine.
fault.
Like I think we're if we're on YouTube, we're always going to be fighting the algorithm. Like 100%. Get your knife and your brass knuckles. We're fighting that algorithm. But here we stand a little bit of a chance. Maybe like this. Maybe like this. Maybe just try this out. Eh?
Yeah,
Hey.
I want to have like a pen name channel, just random channels where it's like, all right, yeah, throw this thing out here. Like I want to see what chance does The Rock have of being president based on his filmography, And it wouldn't even be attached to my name. I don't even know if I'd voice it. Just go like,
Whose
hey, I know
filmography
this
do you
stuff
think
like that.
would lend itself best to being president? Who has the most presidential filmography? Harrison Ford?
Well, I would say Reagan,
What? No, that's not a filmography. What?
Ronald
Ronald
Reagan.
Reagan had a filmography before he was president.
Yeah, but that's not his filmography wasn't necessarily presidential, right?
That's what I'm basing it off of. Because there's only been 2 actors essentially that have become presidents, so it would be their filmography, and then base it on the other ones. Like, how close did the others get? Because like Arnold was governor,
Sure.
but also like, he couldn't run because
He
not
can't
American.
run.
So yeah,
Okay, so like basically what we're asking here is like, who do you see? Okay, I know the answer to this. What actor could legitimately win presidency based on his career as an actor? That person is Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. I was like, yes, there we go.
Guys,
the only
I have
one with the
I have
good
a hot
look.
take. Recent Tom Hanks kind of blowing it. Tom Hanks needs a banger.
What's he done lately?
Exactly. He did Greyhound. He did A Man Named Otto.
Yeah.
Like he needs a banger.
He does need a
we
banger.
Need a Private Ryan 2. Like
Catch
he
Me
needs
If You
to
Can
be,
again.
Like there needs to be a Saving Private Ryan 2 where he has to like.
He was an Elvis. Yeah. What?
Oh, he went for it in Elvis. What was going on in Elvis?
Eat that role. Yeah.
He's like,
He
what if you
went
cover
for
me in prosthetics and I do the craziest accent you can ever imagine?
Hell yeah, brother.
Also,
What
I'm
I'm
noticing if
saying
there's
is that is a
some
trustworthy
artifacting on the gameplay. I don't know why that's happening, so I apologize to everyone. I also don't care. Well, I care, but I don't know if I know how to fix it.
It's about the vibes.
He was
yeah.
Mr. Rogers. That's right.
He was
the
great in
man
the
is
Mr. Rogers movie. He was great.
Was he not Walt Disney, or was that too long ago?
No, he was Walt
He was
Disney,
Walt
you're right.
Disney in Being Disney or Being the Ricardos. Being the Disney Ricardos.
It's being Christopher Robin, no? The Hunt for
The
Hunt-
Hunt,
the
for
Hunt
for
Red
Red
for
Pooh.
Robin.
yeah.
The Hunt for Red Pooh. Yes. But we want someone we can trust. Is I guess all I'm saying. I know that Olivia Colman is not American,
Oh,
but
I would trust
based
her.
off of her filmography, I would vote for her for president.
Yeah,
100%.
I'd give her a big trust.
Yeah.
I feel like if he keeps going down this route, Pedro Pascal could have the good. I don't want that word anymore. He's playing a lot of dads. He's leaning into
Yes.
dads.
And he's gonna
And
be
you
Mr.
know what?
Fantastic. It sounds like.
Yeah, another dad.
Very likable, very trustworthy. Absolutely. My vote to Pedro, 100%.
Oh, was
My
that
for Pedro Napoleon
vote for
Dynamite.
Yeah, was that
reference.
Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh my God, that was not a Napoleon Dynamite reference, but apparently it was.
Yeah.
Sral Racer, thank you for the 11 euros, who says, I have to thank all of you for the new games you've introduced me to. Love all the shows. Looking forward to the future. Thank you, Sral. And Blue McNeil for the $5 American. Timed hits, 100 plus hidden chests, talking NPCs hidden behind walls, not a tadpole. The Forkies are enraptured. Chef Tort and Boyardee's nuts great.
That was all
What?
references to this video game, and I loved it. Also, I forgot to buy mallow pants before I left the city. I was gonna buy
Get your
pants, and I didn't.
Get your mallow pants, y'all.
I'm gonna be honest. I love mallow pants. I bet they're very comfortable because he's like a cloud. Spoilers. He's a cloud.
Yeah.
And I feel like if a cloud wore pants, they'd be like wildly comfortable, right? They'd be like
Comfiest thing.
Arsenio's parachute pants.
I feel like I was thinking that or like Kevin James's jorts.
Wow, that's a good like trivia team name.
That's,
Not
I was gonna
James,
say
sorry,
that's a
Kevin
good ska
Smith.
band.
Oh, Kevin Smith's also good.
Kevin
Kevin Smith's
James's jorts is my ska band.
Yeah.
95% trumpet, 5% jort. I just love good denim.
We used to call them schpants.
No one ever called
Schwantz.
them Schrantz. What
I
are you
shanted
talking
myself.
about?
No,
Schrantz?
schpants. Schpants.
Pants.
That sounds like you shit your pants.
Yeah.
This guy's
Schranted.
Schrantz.
Don't you remember there was like a little song? They're too long to be shorts. They're too short to be pants. They're schpants.
That was just the
This was-
Pat song from.
was a-
Boom, boom.
That was just Pat. Which we can't. I don't think Pat. You can't do Pat in 2023. You definitely can't do Pat anymore.
You can do Pat.
I don't.
You can do
think
Pat.
So. I
think
don't.
you could
I
still
don't
do
want to
Pat.
try.
We need more Pat.
Pat
I
was
think
great.
Pat-
I mean, Pat as a person, Pat was great.
Pat as a character is more needed now than ever because all Pat did was point out the anger and hypocrisy of the cisgendered. It was great. Pat's great.
Maybe that's what we.
Before his time, he says.
Pat was before its time. I'm
Didn't
not
even
saying
know
the
what
It's
this
Pat movie is great. What I am saying is it featured the band Ween, and so it at least deserves a look.
Big wiener.
Big Ween. Big Ween energy with the Pat movie. Lampy, thanks for the £5. How would you feel about someone using the save state system and loading instead of saving, where they lose 3 hours of progress? Jack, I'm talking about specifically about like the Nintendo Rewind system here, not necessarily save states. Save states is its own functionality. That's fine. Saves coming. Yeah, do what you got to do. What I'm talking specifically about, like Nintendo's use of their old NES properties, where you can rewind the last couple of seconds and undo your mistake.
Because you feel
Which
a
is-
done bun can't be undone. Like you
I feel like that is introducing consequence-free actions,
Gotcha.
and good games have consequences.
Ooh, there you go.
That's a good title
shot
for a
to
thing.
the-
Frost, write it
Yeah,
down. Good games
I'm
and
on it.
consequences.
Where's my crayon? Good games have consequences.
Good games have consequences. I think
But
that's right.
Yeah, because that's something I was thinking on with like, there's a new genre, so to speak, of essentially consequence-free cozy.
Hell yeah.
Very different from just cozy in general. And I was like, the vibes are nice. It just feels more like I'm in a waiting room, right? Everyone's
Right.
having a good time. The magazines aren't too old.
Yeah.
It's fine, There's just nothing to get the
magazines aren't too old.
the blood pressure up.
Right. It's-
Magazines are too old.
where it's fine. It's like it's that classic Good Place vibe where you're like everything's fine, but a little not fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little not fine, so you can feel fine.
Absolutely. Eric Weikart, what are you doing in here, Eric? You're our moderator. Thank you for the 50 ARS.
Oh my God, thank you so much,
And
Eric.
by the way, we appreciate all of the help you've been doing, both in front of the scenes moderating and behind the scenes helping us out.
Eric and Haley
Eric,
have been incredible, and Liz,
Monsters.
you guys are wonderful.
big old salute. Eric, we appreciate you. This game has autosave each time you switch scenes. You dirty cheater. You better not miss the miserable frog coin jumping on the toad soon.
I did miss the frog coin. I forgot about
Did
that.
you?
I don't know this game as there's a lot of hidden blocks, and let me tell you, I do not remember the hidden blocks. I was too busy kissing girls. No, I wasn't. I was like 9.
It's always that.
I was not too
God.
busy kissing girls.
The amount of staff that you caught.
Staff? Like staph infections?
Yeah, staph infections.
Yeah.
Or was it MRSA? It was the thing you get at the YMCA because the water is just warm enough for bacteria to
Yeah,
thrive.
yeah. But if you drink
is
enough
that?
of it, you become a living god.
Yeah, yeah. If not, a dead human.
One or the other.
Yeah.
Hey, Gabero Bustos, thank you for the 10,000 Colombian pesos. We appreciate that support. Finally, am able to say, Marty, Jack, Frost, I'm so happy for you guys, and we'll be supporting you. Wish you luck, but you don't need it. You have us. That's right. The community support has been incredibly heartening and humbling. And frankly, overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's been overwhelming. It's been generous. It's been international. That was
has
Colombian. You said, muchas gracias, amigos. Every last one of you.
Every last one of you.
Dziękujemy bardzo. That's Polish. Shout out to Irvin.
Yeah, we've got Polish people too. Like we're all over the place.
Jack, do you know any other languages?
I do not. Okay. I know Pig Latin,
Yes.
and I can do a mean gibberish. That's about it.
Amazing gibberish.
Yeah. I've been working on my gibberish as that's part of the job responsibilities over at the Comedy Theater, and I think I've been getting pretty good at it.
Gibberish?
What
Yeah,
separates
gibberish.
good gibber from bad gibber?
That's a great, yeah. Are there any keys?
Oh yeah, like I think you get so like we do a lot of games that involve gibberish, mostly guessing games, right? In which essentially you're playing charades, but you can't just play charades in silence because then everyone will get freaked out. And so what we found is that if you do charades and gibberish, then it still is amusing and it keeps people interested. And a lot of times, a lot of new players, a lot of people who are just learning short form games will do a lot of the same sounds. So like a lot of sha sha, ta sha ta fa, sha ta la fa sha sha. A lot of S's, a lot of SHs. And it gets old and repetitive really fast. And so the key to good gibberish is making it a second language, is actually having different size words, different lengths words, different consonants and syllables. Comporta limatakor, pitantor monfulaki.
Right,
You know,
look at
that
Jack.
sort of
You're just doing, this is just Simlish.
Like that is grand.
Yeah, it's Simlish.
amazing.
It's Huttese, you know, like
Deja Banabana.
yeah, Misa Dingo on solo. And if you get really good at gibberish and you're trying to mime something out and you like refer to the thing in your hand as like kantupa, right? Then you go like fintalapo kantuka, fintalabo kantuka. And so yeah, I'm pretty good at gibberish. That's my second language.
Yeah,
And
peanut
cookies, barking,
adults.
something.
Yeah. That's
What?
amazing. Yeah, like
Like the
peanut
Peanuts,
gang
like, yeah,
adults.
Charlie Brown. the
Yeah.
adults.
So there's an art to these things that you don't even think about, and that's
Right.
what separates the talent from the not. This little wall, this little bit of banner between Jack and I.
Absolutely. Well, you'll get there. You'll get to my level of gibberish. I believe in you, Frost. Pure Pyro, thanks for the €2, who says general editing tips from Jack and Frost.
I feel like we've got different styles, so I'm actually keen to hear yours, Jack.
We do have very different styles. I don't know. It's weird because like I grew up, like I learned editing making sketch, making sketch comedy. And so that's a very different art form of like build up of that tension and then the release of the joke. So it's very, very specific. And then I grew up in the early days of the internet, which is make things as fast and short as possible. Cut out any air imaginable. But now, the internet now is be loose and be free. Make your videos hour-long essays on fucking, I don't know, RoboCop or whatever, right?
Yeah, there you go. Love it. I'd say for mine is generally design, like whatever you're making, just go until you hate it, then leave and come back. Change it all. It's just come back until you finally go, oh, this isn't the biggest piece of shit I've ever made. It's fine because because you do have this moment. I have this moment. I can't speak for every creator where it's like, oh my god, I'm so good and handsome and talented. How can one man have this much power? And then 5 minutes later, I was like, good god, like this ought to be a crime. I should be taken out back and shot for the lack of talent that I've expressed here. And then, but you want to end up somewhere, and they're like, it's all right. Yeah, it's okay. But as far as technical stuff, I always go big and then scale back. So it's just like, how big do I want it? And then I go, I've got $20 in my wallet, So that's sort
You
of...
said wallet as soon as I got the item wallet in the game. That was very uncomfortable. I don't like it.
See, and sometimes that's how it goes. It was like for this last cold take, a lot of bits where I go, dang, the timing on that was nice. I didn't mean it.
Unintentional.
It's just, yeah. That's what separates us and AI and gives us an advantage is mistakes. Like when you go in, you have all these plans. You're gonna fail, but those failures can be just moments for creativity.
Absolutely. And that's how you define your personality. Absolutely. Yeah. Your personality as an editor and as a video creator.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah, general editing tips are just okay. So here's the thing: no matter what you are making, is the thing necessary? This is like general editing. Even if you're editing an article, like, is this thing that is in my video necessary? Truly necessary. Oh, well, maybe I need this here so I can set up a joke here and pay off over here. Okay, it's necessary. Well, I don't really need this because I set up the joke here and then the punchline is here. Take it out, watch it. Non-linear editing, you can watch it without it in there. So, is it necessary? Those are the questions you're asking yourself constantly. Does this have to be here? And if not, get it the fuck out.
And actually an interesting one for modern editing nowadays is, I think, how much energy, like how much attention do I want from the viewer? Because I would say like ZPs are amazing because it's like right now it's just me and ZP, 100% full on attention, whereas cold takes are a little bit longer. They muse, where it's like if you were just to look over and you see video, you're like, huh, what was that? Or whatever I just said, you go, huh, what was that? It can almost be in podcast mode, right? So there's just all these things to think about. Absolutely. You as a creator, you as an audience, sometimes the space just changes, right? Because I don't think cold take would do well in a short, wouldn't say much, 30 seconds.
Yeah, think of your medium, make decisions, and try different things. Like duplicate that timeline, try a different edit, and see if it works any better. You can always go back to timeline 1.
These are all great. Yeah. These are all great pro tips.
Oh, great. Well, there you go. Mecha Messiah, thanks for the $10 American. The first time I beat this game was at a friend's. I was so happy. Next school day, he took all the credit. 27 years later, I will do what 10-year-old me did and beat it again. Take that, Matt.
Oh, classic Matt.
What a Matt move.
That's a Matt maneuver.
I remember getting this game and having a sleepover that weekend with some friends. And we played this, and we rented Robin Hood Men in Tights and watched it.
Yes.
Tell ya, a weekend. That was a weekend.
You add some Jolt Cola to that, and you got the makings.
Oh, baby.
That's beautiful.
Robin Hood Men in Tights was a film. It was a parody on the classic Robin Hood story.
Surely people know of it, no?
I don't know. They call me old because I know Kinkos.
That's fair. This is starring classic leading man Carrie Elwes.
Ooh.
Yeah, but there's a difference between like cinema and just knowing where to get stuff printed.
You'd be surprised how many times do you hear someone say, "I don't know that it was made before I was born," and my response is always like, "You're allowed to like Star Wars was made before you were born. And you're allowed to watch Star Wars.
Yeah, I can go like watch Star Wars, but I can't go find a Kinko's.
Okay, that is
I
true.
think that's true, and there's a difference between like Star Wars is a franchise that still has a corporate machine behind it.
Sure.
There's no corporate machine behind Robin Hood Men in Tights.
The Mel Brooks verse.
There's no Brooks verse.
If
Oh
Lampy.
my God! And then Hot Shot. Wait, that wasn't Mel Brooks, was it?
Hot Shot was not. That was Zucker.
Okay, I just got really excited because then someone did an attack called Hot Shot. I thought we were summoning things into the video game.
Okay, true story. This is something I would like to share. Is my wife, who I love very dearly, only this year saw Top Gun, the movie Top Gun, but has watched Hot Shots several times in her life.
He's like, oh, I understand it now.
yeah, I get it. Yeah, I see. It was Super Troopers. Farva, the way he talks in that always killed me. And then I watched Top Gun as well later on. I was like, was he doing a Tom Cruise impression the whole time?
I think so. Yeah.
That's like,
Was like,
growing up a big
wow, it was
Simpsons
spot
kid,
on.
and then like getting really into movies. I was like, I did not realize how many in-depth like movie references the Simpsons. That's just all the Simpsons was. And I didn't realize. I was like, oh, okay. And then you see Citizen Kane, and you're like, oh, okay, I understand this.
Oh, they were just like literally the joke here, which I just thought was absurdism, was like taking this 30 seconds from this one movie and recreating it in Simpsons style, which is great. Which is beautiful. Let's see here. Lampy, thanks for the £5. Wait, Marty is driving. That means we'll be finishing the stream with a Suika game.
I mean,
You know,
we can finish the stream with a Suika game. There's no cops.
Suika?
Do you guys?
There's no cops.
Do you know? Frost, you know about Suika? We've talked about Suika.
Yeah, I was on the stream. When
Jack, do you know about Suika game?
I only know about it based off of what you talked about during Dokapon stream.
Okay, it is all hyperbole aside, the greatest video game ever created. And we'll do a cheeky little Suika at the end of the stream.
Okay,
It's Tetris. If Tetris had, if Tetris, threes, and Happy Fruits had babies, just had Happy Fruits,
beautiful.
like fruits that are happy.
Oh,
There's not a game called Happy Fruits.
I played Tetris once, but the pieces were jiggly. That was not a good time. They were like Jello and had all the physics and just bounce it.
I mean, that's kind of sounds like
seen
Suika,
that
for
one.
being honest.
It seems like because Tetris is such a lean game,
It
it's
is.
hard to add on like
Yeah.
anything to it.
It makes sense that Tetris was made in the Soviet Union. It feels like it like abides by like certain rules and rigidity of the time, whereas I feel like American, Japanese games at the time were playing it fast and loose.
Yeah, America could never in the 70s or whatever it was.
Did you guys see the Tetris film starring Taron Egerton?
I did not. I tried to. I pitched it as something to watch last weekend, and I got a solid no, thank you.
What? They don't want to watch Eggy getting Tetris?
Eggy.
Wow.
I was like, no, it's not about like the game. It's about like the kind of political environment in which it was made. It's a really interesting
It's like
story.
a Cold War thriller.
No, thank you. And it's like,
Yeah, is it not Argo but Tetris?
It is Argo, but
but-
Tetris.
yeah.
Also, but it's Argo, but not as good as Argo.
Oh, yeah, because what is it? I'm not breaking my Apple TV thing.
Oh,
just
yeah,
yet.
you gotta wait.
I'm still waiting.
You're
Yeah,
saving
they
yourself
needed
for the big moment.
the big poo that they
apparently
take and
Monarch,
have must have
The Godzilla show that premiered today is very good. Darren Mooney. You can
so
read Darren Mooney's column on Monarch. $5 patrons and above. Darren loved it, and he feels like it is the first Godzilla thing to really feel like it is marrying both the East and West depictions of Godzilla. The Eastern
And what
West.
is that on? What is it on? What is the show on?
Patreon. Oh, the show is Monarch. It is the new Godzilla-verse show on Apple TV Plus.
On Apple
That is
TV
about the
Plus.
foundation of Monarch, which is the kind of the monster hunting corporation seen in Kong Skull Island and various MonsterVerse movies. And this one is interesting because it takes place in two separate time periods, and it has a character in both periods that's shared. And in the older period, it's played by Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son, and in the more modern period, he's played by Kurt Russell, which is kind of neat.
Beautiful. Right. I understand that Darren's article can be read through us if you subscribe to our $5 or above tier on
Absolutely.
Patreon.
Yeah.
That's how you can read Darren's amazing writing
with no ads.
Mhm.
No, it's not flooded.
Read it.
It's very clean.
Read and enjoy.
Just a
Read and
couple-
enjoy. Even on your telephone, you can read and enjoy it.
You can comment, and I guarantee
Yeah.
you Darren will reply. Well, I can't guarantee you. Darren replies to a lot of the comments though.
Yeah, he has full blown conversations on
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
Like, he loves that stuff. He's on Irish radio. It's amazing.
Oh my god.
Darren's wonderful and spectacular. Zer Arthur, thank you for the $5 wants to know, Marty, do you like parodies?
Oh no.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind good parodies.
Okay, well, how would you like a pair of these nuts?
Stream's
Nick's
over.
not here.
Stream's over. We're done.
Nick's not here,
We're
right?
done. I'm calling an emergency meeting.
This is
Huddle.
this
Everyone.
is what
to the
Zer
huddle.
Arthur wanted me to say.
The timing on that was pretty good because we just finished talking about the Zuckers and Mel Brooks. Obviously, made their names in parodies.
He got him.
The way Sir Arthur wrote this, by the way, it was like, Jack, ask Marty if he likes parodies, and then in parentheses, wait for his response.
The incredible thing
Then
is, this is the only stream you could do that on because every other stream I am constantly looking at chat, and I can't have chat open.
This is what lies ahead. This is what
I'm so
happens when
sorry.
you have to drive.
I'm so sorry, Marty, but that just worked out great. Thank you, Sir Arthur. And actually, that gets us into Fungus Finder. Fungus Finder, thank you. I lost it for a second. Dupe. Oh my God, and I've actually lost it. Fungus Finder just said got him,
Rectum.
wrecked him, and I can no longer scroll up.
Oh,
so
you can
I
in YouTube
might
you can
miss.
hit in the top. It says like live chat, and you can just hit
Yeah.
to like donos, I believe, and it'll give you donos. all the way from the
Oh,
beginning.
that would be
Is that right?
nice.
Yeah. Let me know if it works for you. If not, I can
That does not work for. I can go to top chat.
Oh.
top golf.
I can only go top chat or live chat.
Oh, maybe you don't have maybe you needed certain privileges or something. I was able to do
I
that
don't
with
have-
Escapist, but
I don't have restreamer. Oh, and now I've lost even more donations because I went from top chat to live chat. All right. Oh, wait. I think I do have permissions. Oh no, that's on the other channel.
Wait, what?
Okay, I've lost all donations.
God damn it.
So
got him.
I'm scared to mess with mine. Hold on.
Got him.
got him. Was it worth it, Nick?
Oh, I found it. Jeez, you can just change it to fan funding.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the tab, right? In YouTube
Okay.
chat.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, and I will. Maybe that's like on the page because I made the chat pop out.
I can always do it when the chat pops up. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on fan funding and I see Fungus Finder $2.
Maybe you
Rectum.
don't have. Do you not have like editing privileges? Maybe on this.
No,
on
no,
this
I only have editing privileges on the main channel.
Oh,
not
if
on the
you
live
post,
Ah.
if you post in the chat, Nick should be able to immediately. I don't even know if Nick's here.
I don't know if he's here. It might be asleep.
Might be
Picking
asleep.
up.
It is 1 in the afternoon.
right?
You never know. He's got an odd sleep schedule. Him.
Yes.
Nick, I posted in the chat. Make me a thing. Make me a thing.
Make me a man.
Make me a bicycle clown.
Oh,
Mr.
actually, yeah.
Sandman.
I'm not even a moderator. Oh no, I'm a moderator.
Wow.
Post in the chat.
Make my bicycle clown.
Nick, I'm a
Fine,
bicycle clown.
Probably not even here. All right. I'll grab the
Nick.
thingy.
Or Frost later. Yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, did you figure out what the 100% meter does yet?
Yeah, so it's once I get 3 characters, it will institute like a group attack. Like if you play the Persona games, you have your crazy all-out attacks, and it's a different like
Yeah.
cinematic attack depending on which trio you have. Until then, while I just have 1 or 2 characters, it is a Toad will give you a random item. So it's gonna be more exciting once I get Gino. If I get Gino into this stream, Gino is the 3rd character you get, who's like a Pinocchio. He's like a Lies of P.
Oh.
Alive P.
Oh, I see what's going on. I am a manager on the channel. I just had to switch to a different account. Thank you, Nick. Thank you for helping, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Okay, so then if I go to YouTube Studio, maybe?
You can just do it in the chat.
Son of a bitch.
Top chat,
Everything's-
live chat, fan funding.
Everything's so difficult all the time.
I don't know why things have to be so difficult.
Right?
I operate on like whiteboards and sticky notes. Technology.
Everything's so
Better than
difficult.
operating on sticky notes and whiteboard. Wait, No,
Wait,
white notes
that's
and
what
sticky
I
boards.
said.
Wait,
White notes
wait,
and sticky
boards.
boards.
And QR
Wait.
code.
White notes, sticky boards, QR codes, and
That's my favorite
Fan funding.
Andre 3000 song.
Hold on for a second.
Was that the Andre 3K flute? Everyone's
That's
favorite
a little
Andre 3K
flute action right there for everybody. You're welcome. All right, here we go. Now we can get to fan funding. Now, oh my God, I'm very behind, and I do apologize. Where were we? We were on Fungus Finder, Rectum. Then we got Snake in the Garden. Thanks for the €2. Who helped Yachts move on from Windows Movie Maker? I think it was years of berating him.
We just threw him into the pool, you know,
Yeah.
sink or swim at that point, and he let go very quickly.
It's really funny to me that he was using Windows Maker or something.
I mean, it gets the job done.
Yeah,
you know?
sure,
Why
sure.
not?
It gets the job done. Absolutely.
I like creating from the ground up. I feel like a big budget's wasted on me. I think I'd M. Night Shyamalama ding dong it, or either I'm gonna double or triple it, or I just spend all your money. I'm sorry. Would you like a bite of this Costco pizza that I got? So absolutely wasted on me.
Eric Weikart, again, we appreciate your support
Thank you, Eric.
as both a supporter and, you know, someone who is working for us now. You could just say this in regular chat. You don't have to give us money to say this. Check the HDMI connection later. There can be some artifacts, most lines and little squares at the bottom with heavy movement. The cable is dying or the connection may be a bit loose. Marty.
I don't think it's the HDMI. I mean, it might be, and Eric, you definitely know more than I do about this stuff. But I think it is. I just don't have the beefiest computer / internet, which is something I'm going to be working on. But I think just the amount of things. I'm also currently sharing my gameplay with you too, which is might be
That's
part of
true.
That. I'm downloading
Yeah.
just tons of pornography on other
Yep.
devices. Like
Yep.
I got.
And you're
Spit on-
also
I got my-
uploading your own pornography.
Yeah, I
Cool.
bought
I'll put that on.
PlayStation Portal back when we had jobs where we were paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And it finally came in the mail, and so I've been doing a lot of streaming on that. So I just got a lot.
Oh my God, you actually have a PlayStation Portal?
I do. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of forgot that I'd pre-ordered one, and it came.
I'll be honest. I wasn't looking at the stream, and I thought that you were making a joke because why would anyone buy that? And there it is. You in fact have it.
Marty's a collector.
I
if
am
you
the
will.
king of buying little tchotchkes so I can play games handheld. I love
Yeah.
my little tchotchkes. This is a large tchotchke.
That is a
That is-
large tchotchke.
Yeah.
Wow.
And as someone who loves the hell out of handheld gaming, I cannot justify a PlayStation Portal. It needs an internet. You know, like there's no games on it. You
Correct.
can only stream them.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's got a cranker, Jack. Like, don't
He's got a
underestimate
cranker.
him.
Jack's got a cranker too, and he was able to
Yes,
find his
you got
cranker
a
quicker than
cranker?
I was.
It's right here. I got my cranker right here. And by the way, like Marty and I need to have I want to say
Wow.
Marty and I are going to work on a video about the cranker.
Yeah.
And how utterly fascinating and useless this thing
It is wonderful, and I don't know why it exists.
Wait
Correct.
for Lucas Pope's next game, and then make the video. Because it
No,
might
no.
still be
Skywalker
useless.
Pope.
Luke Skywalker boat. It is the most marvelous feat of engineering and quirkiness that should not exist because no one should buy it. It is useless.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, what's the appeal here? I used to buy these things for like $5 in stores.
Yeah.
They had like half a game.
Yeah, they did.
Spit on your HDMI, Marty. That's the takeaway.
Spit on the HDMI.
I
Ben
gotta-
Doherty.
Wait, I got a real quick philosophy question for you guys. So this was a
I'm
boss. I beat the boss. However, I still need to kill his minions. In a boss fighting games, if you defeat the boss, do you think the minions should just disappear and you should instantly win, or do you think as a player you should have to clean up the minions?
I think they should go to your side.
You've earned the minions.
Yeah, I like those where it's like, yeah, all right, I give up. Want to add me to the party?
I
That's my
like
favorite.
that too. Okay.
Yeah. I think it depends on the minions. This is something that you come across quite a bit when dungeon mastering is like when, you know, like making sure your enemies act realistically. Some minions, though, are in it to win it, and they will fight you to their last breath.
Yeah, whereas
even if
others
your
will just
leader is
immediately
gone.
use their abilities to try to like fly away as quickly as possible. And double
Exactly.
movements.
And even third will join up with you. Like, I'm just here to be with the strongest person. You're the strongest person now. I'm on your team.
Yeah, just like in famed RPG NFL Street 2, after a boss fight, you can take the strongest player if you want.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Ben Doherty, thanks for the $5 American. According to Microsoft 32767, including the files path.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that was a conversation we had a while ago. Sorry about that.
Was it?
I have no
What?
idea.
Was that about Windows Movie Maker?
I have no idea. Gabriel Bustos, thanks for the 10,000. I believe that's Chilean pesos. Keanu for president is not a very good actor, but is an amazing human being, apparently.
I think he's a good actor.
I think he's a good actor.
I think he's a good actor. Yeah, I was going to add a caveat, but I just think he's a good actor.
Yeah, I think he's a good actor. I think a lot of the roles he chooses, he plays in a very aloof manner, but I think that works for the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Could also, like with the whole president thing, because they command the army. John Wick, he's got by now. I'm sure because of all the training he's gone through, he actually could kill a man.
Sure,
100%,
quite easily.
100%.
Because what's the difference between fake assassin training and real assassin training?
Yelling cut afterwards. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, the actual killing a man. Like, I feel like that's a pretty big leap. that one changes things.
I guess. Muffin Poots says, thanks for the $5. Says Johnny Depp is president. Every American gets a scarf and mascara. Pure Pyro, thanks for the €2. Who says, did Jack see Clerks 3? Have any Kevin Smith's thoughts? No.
There's a 3.
There's a 3.
They did. It came out during I believe it was a Pandy film. Or
a
last year.
A bit post-pandemic.
Post-Pandy.
I like Clerks is an incredibly important movie to me. It's a defining movie for me as it led to my career in video making. Clerks 2, I was very nervous and excited about, and Clerks 2 has this wonderful, true to life, like you just do what you love kind of parable to it. We should just be doing what we love. We should just be doing what we love. And that led to like Kevin Smith, like in his actual life saying, guess what? I'm just going to make weirdo movie. And then he went and made like Tusk and Yoga Hosers and all his other bullshit movies that aren't very good. But you know what? It's what he wanted to do.
Tusk is pretty bad.
Yeah. But guess what? It's the movies he wanted to make. And that's what he chose to do with his life. And that was Clerks 2, is it ended on this lovely, beautiful note of let's just do what we want to do. And this is what we want to do. And I haven't seen Clerks 3, but I know that the premise of Clerks 3 is the clerks make Clerks, the movie.
I don't need to see that.
And I don't need to see that. Yeah, I'm good.
No.
So that's my Kevin Smith, I think, is the most influential director of our time. I've said that a lot. No, and that is not a joke. I have a sound thesis to back that up, a sound argument to back that up. I truly believe he is the most influential director of our time, which is not fully yet understood, but he makes some bad movies sometimes. So,
Can't
What do you think
be
the second most influential director
of our time,
is? Yeah, if Kevin Smith's the first, who's the second?
probably like a Cameron.
Yeah, Big Jim.
Big Jim, like who's like just post like our dad's time, but still making movies. Actually, you know what? Second most influential might be Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, wow.
There we go. You like your low budgeters too, eh?
Yeah, well, because that's where it's going, right? Like Robert Rodriguez is actually one of the people who pioneered extensive use of green screen technology. And was at the forefront of let's just make movies in our garage with all green screen and see what kind of weird bullshit we can get away with. I think that's pretty influential.
Especially now, like that feels almost like the precursor of like the democratization of entertainment on YouTube and whatnot.
Well, and I think that's where Kevin Smith, really shows that his influence is he showed a group of people like, guess what, if you have a camera and a weirdo idea and you want to talk about pop culture nonsense, you can do that and be profitable. And then everyone went to film school and had a nice camera, and then YouTube came about, so we could all take our nice cameras and make little things talking about pop culture things, and that grew to the rise of YouTube movie commentators, which are now the directors of our time. Like that's who is making our content, is not films anymore, it's YouTube things.
And some of them
all
even
coming from Kevin
transition
Smith
into films, like in Talk to Me. Like those Australian YouTubers are now full-on directors.
Yep.
I
Even David Sandberg, is it? Pony Smasher.
Yeah,
who
yeah.
made the Shazam movie.
Yeah.
He's a YouTuber, Pony Smasher, made some horror movies, got the Shazam job. Like,
Yeah.
great stuff.
I feel like 20 years from now, a director's gonna win some big major award, and then we're gonna look back on where did you start. It was like during the Grimace Shake TikTok.
Yeah, I mean,
That
you
was
joke,
that was
but
me.
like,
No, I genuinely think
Yeah.
that's just where a lot of them will get there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
where did you start? I was like, YouTube, TikTok.
100%.
the director, writer, and star of the Blackberry movie, which I actually really liked, was the first thing I ever saw him in was you remember Nirvana, the band? Was that the YouTube group? They did the skit where they sang the song to the Wii Shop games. Super Mario RPG. Mega Man 3. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, no, I don't remember that. That's
Did
great.
I make that up?
You might have
It
made
does.
that up.
Fever Dream.
Doesn't feel like I made that up. Someone knows. Someone in chat's gonna be like, Marty, you're not insane. We know what you're talking about.
It doesn't feel real.
Chat, I need you. Chat, I need one person to say I didn't make that up.
Chat,
We'll
just
see.
start
I need
typing.
one
Wake up,
person.
Marty. You've been in a coma this entire time. Wake up.
All right.
Wake
Well,
up.
while Chad figures that out, we'll get through a few more super chats. The double. Thanks for the $4.99. Says I think John Goodman would get my vote. LOL. Sydney Montoya. Thanks for the $5. Be honest, Jack. You wore UFO pants to raves in the early 2000s, didn't you? Also, bring back candy necklaces with ring pops. I did go through a bit of a goth phase. It lasted exactly 1 month, and then I got tired of the giant pants. Sydney Montoya, thanks for the $5. You say something I'm not going to try to pronounce, and I do apologize for that. Oye, oh no, you know what? I am going to try to pronounce it. Oye, parce ere colombino? Either way, thanks for being Hispanic gamers, some pride. So that's got to be to Frost.
I think so, yeah.
Frost, how was that
Eres
pronunciation?
colombiano. Yeah.
you
It's
go.
not bad. It's like how we got Ezio, you know?
Yeah.
Cielo de Torre.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where are we? Tsunami Doucher. Thanks for the $10 American. $10 for Invisible Block Technology.
Lovely.
Gakuya. Thanks for the $5. Just sending some positivity and appreciation your way. Thanks for fighting the good fight and being amazing.
Thank you. Did you get quintuple A above Sydney in between?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, shout out because the Discord layout is fantastic.
Agreed.
Guess who's responsible for that?
Is it-
Eric.
it could possibly be
Eric.
Eric and Haley.
It's Eric who's doing all that work.
Well done.
That we appreciate so much. Thank you, Eric. Also, Eric, I see over in the Twitch chat continuing to give out game codes, so we appreciate that.
I finished officially
Eric,
putting all
Haley,
of them in
Liz.
that Google sheet. There are so many. There's
There's
like
so many.
6,000 game codes.
God. Hey kids, you like knack?
10th anniversary NAC this week.
Oh, there
You
you
guys
go.
want to share any NAC memories?
I honestly have none.
Okay. I like
I honestly
he's
haven't.
like little and then he becomes big.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Oh crap, guys! Like my lazy American tongue, it has problems pronouncing American English. Bodacious pizza, vitilabo kuntuka sholosa n m grantero lomke heart emoji.
That's for Marty, no?
No idea.
Was that Polish?
I have no idea.
Maybe? What's a shalusa?
If you don't know, you can't afford it. I don't know what it should
I'm sorry, Bodacious Pizza. Herb4NM, thanks for the
He's Polish.
10 Polish notes. For the Polish shout out, thank you, Marcin.
Marcin. That's Marty in
Marcin.
Polish.
Yay!
I thought Urban was a faker, but it turns out Urban's real.
There you go. Muffin Poots, $5 American. What's your worst, silliest job interview experience in industry?
Silliest one? Let's see.
I
This
interviewed
is-
at Wired magazine before I got in the games
Ooh.
industry, and I thought the
Yeah.
interview went really well. And then I was told that they liked me, but that they were looking for someone with a West Coast education.
What's that mean? Exactly.
Agreed.
Agreed.
What
Agreed.
does that mean?
Agreed. And it wasn't like I was even living. Like I was living in San Francisco, so it wasn't like I was. They weren't saying like, oh, we can't. We need someone who's local because we can't afford. So yeah, I don't know what it meant.
Did you have a very thick Midwest accent?
Yeah, I
How could
came
they
in
tell?
and I gave in Wisconsin when you go to a job interview, you're supposed to give a little bag of cheese curds.
That'll do it.
Yeah, it's called like a polite curding.
Or beef sticks.
Or
Cheese
beef
curds
sticks. Yeah,
beef sticks.
people love their
Yeah.
beef sticks.
He was lactose intolerant. I was like,
Yeah. Do you
Can't
think
have this.
West Coast education just meant like contacts? Like you didn't have a West Coast education, so you don't know anyone who knows anyone?
I don't know. And I was like, y'all, I'm supposed to write about fucking Mario. Who cares where I went to school? Like, genuinely, who cares?
That's great.
And he's from the Bay Area too.
Yeah.
Where's silliest job interview? What about you, Jack? We've been freelancing a while.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like before my now very short-lived full-time job, I was working freelance for 18 years.
Wow.
Like I don't remember job interviews anymore. I've told stories of like meeting with clients, potential clients. One of them pulled a gun on me.
Well, that'll do it. Was that Al Pacino?
It was not Al Pacino. I'm trying to think of any other interesting stories that I have not already shared. There's a lot of awful meetings with clients because a lot of times you, as the video producer, are meeting with marketing people who want to hire you on, and marketing people are acting as the middleman between you and the actual client and product. And so, like, a lot of times you would pitch something and the marketing people would not like it because it didn't involve them enough. And that's how they justify their job. And so you would have to figure out ways to help them justify their job, which was always the biggest piece of bullshit.
There you go. Yeah. And then I don't have many. I mean, small town. That's back when that whole just walk in and shake somebody's hand. So I broke in the middle of the workday and I dove at the CEO and tried to grab his hand, and he gave me a job.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand. Yeah, that's just how it went back then. Yeah.
Sometimes. Like, yeah, before like I was a professional freelancer, I had many jobs and many, weirdo interviews. There was one interview, like I wanted to get a job as a window washer. And by wanted to get a job, I needed a job. And there was an opening at a place that washed windows. And I don't do great with heights. In general, and this was the window washer that would clean the windows of skyscrapers. And it was a pretty decent job, and they had like really good, it was basically like a summer job. And like, as soon as it gets too cold out, obviously we don't wash the windows, and there's ways that we can mitigate that. We can get you on different teams, or like a lot of people just go on unemployment for those months, and then we rehire them back the next season. I was like, that sounds actually really great. And they're like, most of the time you're washing normal windows on street level stuff, but we do need people to be up on the skyscrapers. And so, because I needed money, I was like, absolutely, that's no problem. And they're like, are you sure? Because a lot of people have problems with heights. And I was like, not me, I'll get right up there. And thinking about it, if I would have gotten the job, I would have died. I would have passed out and died. You need jobs, you need money, and so I was very willing to just hop on the side of a skyscraper.
There's some tall buildings in Milwaukee. That's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think,
No, that would have been dumb if I would have gotten that job.
Yeah, no, I overcame my fear of heights through freelancing because we had to like cut down big trees and whatnot. I was like, I was afraid of heights, but now I'm afraid of starving to death.
Right?
You can only have so many fears at once.
It's amazing what needing to pay your bills will do. So yeah, let's see here. Where are we? We are at Tempest does stuff. Thanks for the $2. For Jack, what did you think of Godzilla vs. Kong? I'll open that up to everyone because I am magnanimous. I really liked Godzilla vs. Kong. I thought it was a ton of fun. I think it is a movie in which King Kong delivers a devastating uppercut to Godzilla whilst on a cargo ship, and that is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've actually liked all four of the modern. They're not perfect, but all four of the modern MonsterVerse movies: Kong Skull Island,
Yeah.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah, I think they're all phenomenal, and they're all like, I think they all are movies that understand what they are. Not taking themselves too seriously and not taking themselves too sillily, but they're having fun with the genre. Yeah,
I like it. Yeah, it's a worthy successor them to Matthew Broderick's Godzilla.
P Diddy's Godzilla.
P Diddy as well.
P Diddy Zilla. Yeah, no, super fun. Enjoy it. I'm looking forward to kind of this new era of respect for the monster movie, for the kaiju.
Agreed.
Yeah. SCS Guru 2000, thanks for the €5. Will Smith as president. The media will no longer make hit pieces about the first lady. Bwah, bwah,
Remember
bwah.
Will Smith?
I don't think Jada does.
Oh, Will. We know a lot about that
Will.
relationship. I feel like we don't need to know that much. I don't need to know anymore.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You've tainted my like Independence Day to Wild Wild West days. Like, wow.
Wow Wow West didn't taint that? It made it out of Wow Wow West
It's
untainted.
slower than I remembered. I went back and watched that like a few weeks ago.
What?
It's a little
Why would you do
slower.
that?
Fast.
Because it should have been okay. It's got
It
Will
should
Smith,
have
had
been
Kenneth
okay.
Branagh,
Yeah.
had what was his name? Selma
Kevin-
Hayek too.
Kevin Kline.
Selma
Kevin
Hayek
Kline,
too.
there we go. I
Did
was
it
like,
have
oh,
Selma
no.
Hayek, or was there someone that was just like Selma Hayek?
The prequel to Selma Hayek.
Oh.
but one
This
of those
Salma
prequel
Hayek 2
sequels.
is Ariana Grande.
You're thinking of Selma Hayek 0. That's like the pre Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek 2 is Ariana Grande. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
By the way, that's what every comedian wants to hear is, wow,
That
that joke you made is really funny. You know?
I'm not
I
gonna
really
laugh out
appreciate that.
loud, but I'm telling you that was pretty funny.
I really appreciate
Tickled
that
my
joke.
creative
Thank you.
sense.
Thank you. Where were we? Mason Mercer, thanks for the $5. Kevin Smith's Red State film is once his best underrated films. I think
Red
it's
State.
some good ideas.
Yeah.
Some good ideas.
Yeah, it tried to capture. I don't know if horror is Kevin Smith's the genre that fits his strengths the best.
Correct.
But yeah, I like when people try to branch out, try to do something different.
Absolutely, and he has kind of a built-in audience where he gets to play and have fun. I honestly think that he has found the greatest amount of success in his TV directing. He spent a lot of time hanging around the CW superhero shows, and I think did a phenomenal job of that, of just being kind of a director for hire. Of,
Yeah,
oh,
stuff
I
like
know how to
Flash.
handle this situation. Yeah, so
What's he doing on them shows?
working.
Just direct it.
Just out there.
Direct it.
Yeah,
Just
well,
take
out
action
there.
and cut.
He's not getting bogged down in making it too much of a Kevin Smith thing, and
Yeah.
I think that's if you contrast that with someone like Taika, Mr. Watiti, I think he has gotten to enjoy the smell of his own farts too much, and is just inserting his own voice in far too many things. And it's like, guess what, Taika? Just you take a step back. Just be a director for a minute.
Oh,
So that's my hot Taika take.
everyone loves their own brew.
So, you shouldn't. You know what? When you fart, it doesn't smell good. Just everyone be aware of that.
Roses, effervescent, delicious.
All right. Well, except for Frost, apparently. That one here. Space Cowboy Coast to Coast. Thanks for the $5. Favorite RPG?
Legends of Dragoon. Boom.
Wow. Was not expecting that. Mine would be a three-way tie between Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, and Persona 4 Golden. 'Cause I like cheating.
That-
I like cheating. Do you have a favorite RPG,
Okay.
Jack?
I mean, if we're counting video game RPGs,
We must, he says.
if we're only talking about video game RPGs,
Sure. Like,
Is,
would
I guess.
D&D be your favorite RPG if we were?
yeah, of course, that's my favorite. It's my favorite game to play. I wish I could play it significantly more than I do, and I already play it a significant amount.
Did you ever get into sort of like the Witchers, the Skyrims, the Mass Effects? I know those don't have a lot in common, but
RPGs.
those are like kind of the Western RPGs that I haven't really played. So.
And so what I would probably say is my favorite is Skyrim.
Okay.
I think Skyrim offers the most role playing, and when I play a game like that, that's what I really want to do. I want to come up with a little backstory for my character and have that inform the weapons I use, the build I have, why I'm doing it. Am I a good guy or a bad guy? And so like Skyrim would probably be my answer. I never cared for wares games.
Gotcha.
In general, a little too story heavy. I wasn't doing anything. I was listening to other people do stuff, and I hated that. So yeah, I'd say a Skyrim.
Did you get into Fallout?
Yeah, I enjoyed a bit of Fallout here and there, but pre-76,
Sure.
I enjoyed a fair share of Fallout.
Did you ever get into Fallout Frost? I know your Skyrim, famously, you always get to a certain point and then you quit when you get to throw code.
Gosh, I don't know why I stop there every time. And like sometimes it's like, I'm gonna do everything, and then I stop after 2 weeks, and it's there. Or I'm just gonna go as far as I can in one sitting, and it's just there. I don't know why I can't get over.
Whenever you get the shouts.
Yeah. I'm not sure. And I've never left like, oh, I hate this game. I was just like, that's a good spot for now. I'll come back to it, and never do. So I'm not sure what happens there. Yeah, it's funny though. To Jack's point, I kind of do like the RPGs that have a specific character, but it's almost more of a personality test because Geralt, the reason people don't like him are the reasons I do, because I was like, yeah, I just vibe with the character a lot more, his attitude in general. The three options, they're all just kind of like just three different flavors of what I'm already thinking. Like I'll read it, I'll say it in my head, and then he just repeats it, and we both go at the same time. It's like, yeah, I'm with him.
Yeah.
Just the whole time, like, yeah, this is what I would do. It is just the biggest, like, if you want to know how Frost operates, go play that. Like, it feels like it has my very neutral, my sure I'll be nice about it, and no, I'm a bit of a dick right now.
Yeah, when it feels like a game is like kind of reading your thoughts like that, that's the mark of something special.
Yeah. See, like I would consider The Witcher pretty mild on role playing because you're not playing a role, you're playing Geralt, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so
that's why it's like personality test.
Exactly. And I love Witcher 3 is a phenomenal game, and I think it gets like it lets you play as a Witcher, which is mostly you're doing odd jobs to make money to upgrade your gear, which I think is very Witcher heavy. I love that. But I can't play a role in that. I can't play the role that I choose to play in. So I consider that a minor RPG. Lowercase RPG, if you will.
The P and the G are still capital, though.
The P and the G are still capital, absolutely, because you're still playing a game. Let's see here. Where are we? We're at Marshall. Thanks for the $2, American Kaiju. I hardly news you.
Waka waka.
Thanks, Marshall. Gabriel Bustos, 10,000 Chilean pesos. Yahtzee for president, so he can tell everyone to go F themselves. By the way, Keanu is a good martial artist. I don't know if an actor.
Whoa.
I don't know as an actor. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think the roles he chooses, he does a good job in them.
Play to his strengths, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I believed that Neo was, a kind of clueless worker drone.
Yeah, he did that well.
He did that well. Did you ever see that Will Smith video where he talked about his pitch meeting with the Wachowskis?
Oh no, because he was originally sort of slated, or they wanted him to play Neo, correct?
Originally, Will Smith was Neo and Val Kilmer was Morpheus.
What?
Yes.
Val Kilmer could be a good Morpheus.
Val Kilmer, I believe
Yeah.
in. Will Smith, I don't think he could be a Neo.
No, and I think at the end of the day it worked out. But
Sure.
like he has a small little YouTube video talking about his pitch meeting with the Wachowskis and what a terrible job they did pitching him The Matrix. Which, if you think about it, like how do you pitch that movie before it's made?
I
Right?
bet the thing is the way they pitched it, Keanu understood immediately. Like, I bet he was like,
you think so?
he
It's
was
like,
on
whoa.
their wavelength, which is
Yeah.
Well,
But like he tells the story like they were trying to explain to him like the new camera technology they were working on and how it's going to be very like anime inspired, and you're going to be this character like, whoa, you're doing all this stuff, and like he came out of that meeting going, this movie is going to fucking bomb. What the hell are these assholes making? So instead he went and made Wild Wild West.
oh, God.
and it's a lovely little insight into kind of like the what if universe.
Well, yeah. What if it was Keanu in Wild Wild West
Yeah,
and Will
right.
Smith as Neo?
Then we wouldn't have gotten the song, which is a ripper.
Yeah, this is
We
true.
would've got a
That's the
Matrix song.
defining factor. Yeah.
We would have gotten a Matrix song, absolutely. I'm plugged in. The robots ain't gonna get me.
That's so bad.
Hey, I stay unplugged in. Robots ain't gonna get me. Where's my lady Trinity? Ho! Trinity!
It's the
Ho!
sound of the time. He's got it.
Trinity!
It's
Ho!
so bad.
What I'm saying is, I don't believe Will Smith is a very good rapper.
Is that why Will Smith did iRobot? You think? Nah. You think he would? He ever does that? He
Where he
missed
did-
on Matrix. Like, I want robot movie
He did
too
that
now.
movie with Ang Lee where he played both versions, like young and old Will Smith. And it was filmed in like 900 frames per second or something.
Gemini.
Gemini Man.
Gemini Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Some actors, I believe, do that. Like, famously, Sean Connery did The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen because he turned down The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Wow.
That marker correction did not work.
Wow.
No.
I'm making my own.
Or wait, or was it Lord of the... Or maybe it was a different comic book movie. I forget.
No,
he turned down...
I believe he turned down the role of Gandalf, and
Oh.
or like,
What?
I don't know if turned down, but like said he didn't want, removed himself from the race and was like,
Yeah.
but this will be my
What?
franchise.
Can you imagine though?
No.
You shall not pass.
Well, when you say it like that, I kind of can.
I kind of
suppose
love it,
yeah.
actually.
a wizard arrives when he intends. That kind
You fool of a took. Now I want this.
Yeah.
Now I want it.
just his character from Highlander.
A hobbit doesn't whine. A hobbit goes home and fucks the prom queen. And then Samwise Gamgee goes, well, I'll tell you, Marcy at the bar was the prom queen.
I love how you kept everyone else. No,
Oh,
it's not
gosh.
Jack Nicholson as Samwise or anything. Well, she was the prom queen.
All right, where are we here? We are at Human Shield. Thanks for the $4.99 American. Frost, love your new cold take. Have you looked into doing voice work for audiobooks? Jack, is there a project you're looking forward to start in Second Wind? So Frost, you first. Audiobooks.
Audiobooks? No, because I get tired of reading the same lines over and over. That's even how, like, for cold take. If I mess up the reading 2-3 times, it's like there's got to be something different in this. So you can't do that with a book necessarily. Like Lord of the Rings, I was like, I didn't like this bit here. It should have been Sean Connery. You can't take that kind of liberty. Just get bored. But yeah, Jack, new projects. What you got?
Right now, my main concern is I'm on Big Pants Committee here, is making sure that we can be a legitimate business. That's all. Like, technically speaking, all of us are still unemployed. Like, and so priority one for me is making sure we have we can be legitimate and start getting paid for all of this stupid stuff that we love doing so very much. After that, obviously we've talked about this before. We're going to be doing something within the tabletop role-playing space. We don't know what that is yet, mostly because we're still, 10 days into this silly project that we're doing.
Yeah, this is the end of technically the end of week 1. And
Right.
It still feels like week -2. Doesn't feel like we're quite at week 1.
Yeah.
So I am right now. I am working on infrastructure. That's where I am, is just making sure that we can be a legitimate business, a legitimate employee-owned business where we get to make the big decisions that we feel are important. And that's my job right now, and it is a stupid job.
You and Joe Biden, this is big on infrastructure week.
Big on infrastructure week. Me and the Bides. After that, we'll see. We've talked about a few ideas that we want to start up here and there. There's one in particular, I won't say what it is out loud, but there's one in particular that I want to take the reins on because I think it would be very fun. But some sort of tabletop thing as we move forward, obviously, because it's something I love, and I love collaborative storytelling.
And you're very good.
Oh, thank you.
That too, yeah.
Storm Templar, thanks for the $2. Jack, when's your show with Cookie and or Biscuit? Right, you go head over to the Pets channel for the premier members in our Discord. You will see plenty of Cookie and Biscuit. Biscuit is currently sleeping in my office on Cookie's dog bed. So the cat is sleeping on the dog bed as per usual.
Madness.
Let's see here. Snake in the Garden, €2. Anyone mention Frost wearing a tie? # professional.
Setting standards here, you know.
You wanted to impress
we-
Mario. You knew Mario was
Yeah, this too. Yeah, no, this, like you said, we're unemployed. You'll notice that the more unemployed you are, the nicer you look, and then as the more stable your job gets, the more like my hair is all the way out, shirt's not clean,
Right.
showing up late. You know,
Right. Absolutely.
this is my unemployment fit.
You look great, Frost. You look great, and
thank
we
you.
appreciate the professionalism. Skeleton Power, $5 American. I see screen tearing, not artifacting. Capture frame rate different than switch output frame rate. Loving the stream, by the way. Always nice to have Jack on.
Could be that. I don't know why.
I love
Like
being here.
it should, frame rate wise, it should be the same as my personal streams, which don't usually. I don't know if like when I stream to the restream for our channel, if things are different.
Yeah. Could
I'll
be.
look at.
Could be a
I'll
lot of-
definitely. This is all stuff I'm going to be looking into because I want to be hosting more streams, or having the wheels for more streams. So
Ooh,
yeah, so
yeah.
I got a lot of weird games I want to play, and I can't keep being like, "Hey, can you play a weird game while I talk over it?" Because I just feel like that's rude. I just need to do that.
Oh yeah, I was like, how can I host for Marty?
Yeah. Frost, can you play Gex while I watch? Frost, can,
Yeah,
you eat,
yeah.
can you eat these cupcakes
Wait.
while I watch it? Can I just like?
Wait.
Can I just hear
Oh,
you?
for
Wait.
sure.
Wait, Marty.
Do you think Jack's going
Where's,
back?
where's he gone?
When
I
you said
don't think
wait, like
Jack's
we're still
coming.
allowed to talk, right?
Yeah, I think so. He's getting honey buns and cigarettes.
Hey, Marty.
back.
Welcome back. Oh my
yeah.
God! You have a copy of Gex on the Saturn. Do you even have a way of playing the Sega Saturn though?
Yeah, now he goes find the Saturn. After this, ask him if he has a yacht. See what he pulls out.
Yeah.
Do I have a way of playing the Sega Saturn?
My God.
Marty.
Do you have a way of streaming the Sega Saturn?
It's like a baby printer. Oh
This
my!
is it does look like a baby printer. It looks like a little
Gex
Kinko's.
stream.
It looks like
I
you got
do-
little Kinko's in your pocket.
I
Those
do have
finger.
as many people here know, I spend a lot of time around VHS tapes, and so capturing and archiving VHS footage is a bit of a hobby of mine. And so I do have the capabilities of turning an RCA signal into an HDMI signal, therefore streaming my Sega Saturn, which I mostly got just to play Scud the Disposable Assassin, which is a game I'm incredibly too passionate about. But they had Gex on sale too, so I got me some Gex.
There's a company that is sort of like the Ferrari of making things that allow you to take older video signals and transfer it into HDMI at like a very not only clean but authentic. And I
Yeah.
just saw they're releasing something that's like $700, but it's supposed to be the like one size fits all, like pretty much any old console. Like this thing is capable of like.
You might be talking about the company RetroTink,
I think that's
Which-
it, and I think they just
which is the
announced-
thing I'm holding up right now.
Okay, this is incredible.
No, this is like because the signal that comes out of this RetroTink, this is this is obviously their older RetroTink, not the new one that Marty's talking about, but the VHS, the RCA signal that can come out of this, and it even does S video. Certain VHSs will do that. Or VCR, certain VCRs will do that. The signal that comes out of this is clean and beautiful. Obviously, we're talking VHS here. You're talking standard definition. There's only so high you can go. But the signal that comes out of this is glorious, Marty. Anytime you want to talk about retro whatnots, you talk to me, baby.
No, I wanna because I wanna get. I still have so many old consoles And like I
Yeah.
know, like always hanging around. Yeah, it's like just emulate stuff. And I have nothing against emulating, but there is still something. I still get a genuine excitement of playing on classic original hardware, finding good deals. I love a good deal. I love stumbling upon an old lady who doesn't realize that she's selling hundreds of dollars worth of things to me for pennies. I love fleecing the elderly at Crocs.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I love it when the elderly don't know what they're sitting on.
It's great.
The internet has ruined rummage sales forever.
Yeah.
Like eBay has ruined like finding a hidden treasure.
Yeah, post-pandemic it got and people got super into it, and it became something about like the money and the reselling as opposed to like I don't want to resell any of this, I just want the shit.
Yeah. No, I have to start like fleecing architecture. I noticed something around here, like in here in Oklahoma, there are trees. I don't know what brought this out of me, but I looked at the boards and I go, that is very young wood because of the rings, right? The striations. And I was like, they're like, what do you mean? I was like, oh, in Virginia, because colonial trees there, like the wood is very, very thick with rings and all that. And I'm like, maybe that's a hot commodity now. I'm just gonna start selling colonial architecture to the West.
You're gonna start selling colonial art.
Yeah, because like when was like California founded?
Sure. 49. The gold rush was 1849 because of the 49ers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like the 1600s, Virginia was still a thing. Look at those old trees.
But so yeah, the retro a big fan, and like I've been spending a lot of time archiving very specific old VHSs. For the comedy theater I work at, Comedy Sports, is having their 40th anniversary this upcoming year.
Oh,
They've
that's
been
awesome.
doing short form improv comedy for 40 years, and we've had actually a few minor celebrities come out of specifically Comedy Sports Milwaukee. Including the creator of Scud the Disposable Assassin, Rob Schraub, and his sometimes partner in crime, Dan Harmon. And what we found in the archives is old recordings of them performing.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is, phenomenal. And so it's like, we want to capture this in the highest quality as possible so we can archive some of these tapes that are quite literally deteriorating around us. Yeah. And so that's been a bit of a job of mine these past few months. The retro team, beautiful. Can't recommend it enough. A little pricey, a little on the pricey side. Worth every damn penny.
Hell yeah.
As far as upscalers are concerned.
I love it. Every man's got a bit of dragon in them. And I want to see what kind of hoard you got. What kind of loot you like this.
Every
this
man's
older
got
retro
a bit
stuff.
of dragon in him.
Yeah, everyone's got a bit
Here
of
for
it.
us. I'll give you.
He's gonna pull out a printer. Jesus, man.
Look at those tapes.
Look at that.
Look at those tapes.
God. It's
Also,
taking me
there's some
back
old,
to 95.
there's some camcorders in there because some of the things are on camcorder.
Oh my god.
God. Like wedding tapes that I've filmed over.
Yeah. I got me a horde. All right, back to these donations. The Smartian, thanks for the $2. Y'all got any current Game Pass recommendations?
Yeah, I've got a few. You got Cocoon, obviously.
Yeah, Cocoon was great. It just came out.
Huge. Sea of Stars, big hitter right now.
Oh yeah.
Superland, 6 inches under. What else?
Persona 5 Tactica just came out and is available on Game Pass. It is the Persona sort of Rabbids / Fire Emblem-esque game. It's part of Game Pass. Just came out today.
Nice.
Lies of P, if you like your Souls likes.
Yeah,
bit on the Bloodborne side.
Lies of P is on Game Pass?
Lies of P is on Game Pass.
Yeah,
yeah.
Lies of P is on Game Pass.
Starfield as well, if you want your
Garfield?
space Garfield is on Game Pass, yeah.
Hates Mondays.
Yeah.
Just hates Mondays.
Yeah, loves lasagna, loves to kick dogs in the parking lot, hates Mondays.
Yeah. Little cozy climber, you got Jusant just arrived.
Yeah,
Might be a
Jussie's on
hidden
there.
gem.
Yeah, kids love the Jussie now. Kids are going crazy.
They do not. Hope not.
Jacina?
Jusina.
Jacina. No, Jacina's just got canned. Right? Jacina's Coyote versus Acme just got shelved.
Oh, yeah. But now it's being shopped around.
It out.
They're allowing them to
shopped
shop around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, because they said they were going to do a tax write-off, and then everyone was like, we're going to fucking kill you, Warner Brothers. And then they're like,
Jesus.
We are going to allow them to shop it around.
Like literally, they said this for Batgirl or Batwoman or that one, and everyone was like, "Oh, this sucks! Don't do that!" And they continued to do it, but they threatened to do this with a Wile E. Coyote movie, and Congress got involved.
And people said it was so because everyone was like, who had seen the movie, been like, "This is like the best thing since Roger Rabbit" in terms of like, that kind of.
God, if it sucks, I'll be so upset.
It's got John
It's
Cena.
like,
People love John
wow.
Cena. That
John
dude wears
Cena-
jorts.
John
Yes, he
Cena's
does.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Humane Shield, thanks for the $9.99. American Jack, in Adventure is Nigh. I was always hoping you'd put a Red Dwarf Inquisitor scene where the characters have to justify their existence. If you don't know it, I hope you look it up as it's funny. I know a little Red Dwarf. I watched a little Red Dwarf growing up on our local PBS. I wouldn't do that because I know Yahtzee is a big Red Dwarf fan. So he would know what's going on right away and call me out if I made any mistakes. So I don't want to do that. Muffin Poots, thanks for the $5. Muffin Poots, I don't think this works, so I'm going to ruin your joke, and I don't apologize because I don't think this works. Jack, please ask Val Kilmer. Wait for response. Val Kilmer nuts. So Muffin Poots, I don't. Oh no! Oh, you got Frost.
Those are my favorite. It was on a stream. We were talking about gourmet cupcakes and artisan D's. Yeah. Things that shouldn't be, but are.
Artisan D's, that works. Val Kilmer nuts doesn't.
Kilmer
Kilmer
nuts.
D's.
Kilmore nuts.
Kilmore nuts. I don't like it. Shaw Gabriel Bustos, 10,000 Chilean pesos. Sean Connery was supposed to be Morpheus on Matrix. Picture that what if world. Will Smith is Neo and Sean Connery as Morpheus. Impression of that?
Can you imagine the red pill, the blue pill? Let's take them both, see what happens.
Why could I hit you? Is it because you're faster than me? Is that air you're breathing? Do you think your speed matters in here? I can't think. I'm trying to think of the silliest Morpheus line. He's beginning to believe. Right? Like, what's the silliest thing Morpheus says in the Matrix?
I mean, imagine him having to
it's
give
been a
that
bit.
speech before that Zion orgy.
Oh, Speaks got it.
Sean Connery would not want to be down there.
Speaks got. There is no spoon.
There is no.
There is no spoon. It's just the
Oh, that's
papoon.
great.
It's just a fapoon.
Neo, do you know what a spork is? Have you ever heard of a fapoon?
Whoa.
Back when I was 007, I got a fair amount of fapoon, if you know what I mean. You're the man now, dog.
Winks at the camera.
Jack Sean Connery is terrible? Of course
That's
it is.
why it's good.
Yeah.
But you knew who it was. That's
It's
even
terrible,
better.
but you do it with a confidence, and that's all that matters.
Because you have to toe the line. The only bad impression is the one where you genuinely just go, "Who was that?"
Yeah.
If you go, "That's a terrible Sean Connery," but you knew it was Sean Connery, it still counts.
100%. Also, I cannot tell you the last time I legitimately heard Sean Connery's voice. Like, what's the last Sean Connery movie you watched? How long ago? Like, when's the last time you
rewatched
heard?
all the Indiana Jones movies earlier this summer when the fifth one came out. So
Oh,
I saw
okay.
that.
There you go. There you go.
Which is still great. Great last
That as well, yeah. Whenever I'm stuck on a cold take, I usually have a lot of clips of films that I go through just to like get the vibe and whatnot. And the Prom Queen one is one of those. So probably like just 2 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's fair. Like, I don't know if I've watched I don't know if I've heard Sean Connery's voice in years. But, you know, that's fine. So this is the best Sean Connery you are getting at the moment. One of the centaurs is going to be Sean Connery now. Let's see, where are we? Tierlach, thanks for the $10 American. First super chat. Just want to say, glad y'all are going strong. Frost, cold take was damn good. Can't wait to see more. Marty, glad to see you still on streams. And Jack, keep up the good work, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate that support. And Barry Shit Peas.
There he is. I found him. The Barry Shit Peas of lore.
Barry Shit Peas.
Titular
Part of the
Barry
green-
Shippies.
Part of the Green Gang now, Barry Shit Peas, with the £50 donation. We super appreciate that support. Barry Shit Peas. This is for the Marty's Computer Fund. Oh, thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God,
Appreciate
Barry,
that.
Thank you so much.
Holy crap.
I'm gonna be beefing soon.
Lampy. Barry Shit Peas. As someone who's a certified connoisseur of funny names, Barry Shit Peas, top notch, my friend. That's a name that I would add to my name list in my notebook if it wasn't already taken by you. Barry Shit Peas. Lampy, thanks for the £2. Only 10 minutes for Soika. Gonna be a speed run.
I literally forgot about Suika again. Let me finish this battle,
there you
and then we'll do a cheeky little Suika.
Can't pause an online RPG, Mom.
No.
Yeah. And Muffin Poots, thanks for the $5 American. Sean Connery's Morpheus would have slapped Trinity for speaking out of turn.
That is true. It would not have been.
This is
yeah.
true. Yeah. Just, whoa. Ja.
Oh, Sean Connery.
What a time.
I stole it, Jack. I'm not original. It's still funny. Steal from the best.
Yeah.
That's what they say. They say steal from the best. You did it. You stole from the best, Barry Shit Peas.
Who was the best there? The original Barry Shit Piece?
The original Barry Shit Peas.
Oh, Gino. My sweet, sweet Gino.
Your sweet, sweet Gino.
My sweet, sweet Gino. Oh boy.
Gino's Gino's the name of your Pinocchio character, who's currently in my party. Although we haven't officially met, so he's not called Gino. He's just called question marks.
He's just called Liza P now.
He's just called Liza P.
Wait,
Great.
question
We
marks.
need to. We're not there
It's
yet.
just-
I want to get to a point where we can openly talk about the end of Liza P. We're not there yet, but I want us to collectively figure out when we're there, so that we
Sure.
can talk about the thing Casey told me about as the end of Liza P.
Surely like 2 weeks after January. You have to let the Christmas people get through.
Okay, we'll wait.
Sure, that's a
January
good
15th.
Yeah, sure.
I have
mark
not.
it.
I have not played Liza P, but I have seen several challenge runs, as the challenge runners I follow have all went over to Liza P, not Lords of the Fallen, as they should have. And so I have seen the ending of Liza P's. I'm very confused by it.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
excited where the Lies of P cinematic universe can take us.
So what's the
Yes.
challenge run in Lies of P like? What do they do? Just
You
race?
know, can you beat Liza? One I saw was using just consumable items run. That's one I just watched
okay.
recently. Like, no hitting, just consumable items. Beat Liza P's with that. You can, as it turns out, which is really fun. George Lucas, I will 100% play Liza P's, and I'll stream it because I know y'all want that sweet, sweet Souls content.
Yeah, I can hop on if you want. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! No, we'll get some Liza P. I am interested in it, and I heard actually. I think I just saw they just put out a patch recently that apparently scaled up a bunch of the attacks, making the game slightly easier.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Interesting.
See that. How do you feel about that? Because you said you don't like your rewind stuff after the fact. How do you feel about patches in this day and age of difficult games?
I think that's a fair question. I think it's what it's about is developer intent, right? And
Sure.
the challenge that the developer intends. And so there's nothing wrong with adjusting your game once more people can play it and you realize, oh shit, everyone's getting stuck here. People hate this fight. We beefed up this boss too much. There's nothing wrong with patches because it's trying to make the best game experience possible. I think when it comes to those classic games, though, you're kind of I don't want to use the word ruining. Oh my God, Mario is flying on. Is he reading Rainbow?
Yeah, so this
Rainbow
boss
Roadie.
fight it changes the ending to introduce your crazy 3-person attacks. So that was the
Oh
first
my
time you were able
God.
to use your crazy cinematic attacks, which is very
Oh,
exciting.
reading
I just killed that man who was an anthropomorphic bow and arrow.
Amazing.
Bow, I guess. He's not the arrow.
So like balancing and patching, that sort of stuff, to me is very different than what the rewind feature is doing for classic games, which is kind of, I'm going to use the word ruining, but I think that's too harsh. Spoiling some of the context in which that game existed and why people liked it in the first place, you know.
Right. Yeah, I don't give them a chance. Like Lies of P, Armored Core, Lords of the Fallen, I install them and then I don't, like, I rip out the Ethernet. I was like, you're not getting patched. I'm not going to let you. I want to see how embarrassing this was. That's why I love Spiffing Brit did a video where he plays the original Skyrim, like,
Yes.
launch releases. I have so much faith in Todd Howard that I'm going to, every time I run into a bug, I'm going to decrease my health by 5.
Oh no, and I think like that kind of context. Luckily, we have a world in which we can do that. Like people have put out like, what was it like playing Elden Ring during the beta tests?
Yeah.
What was it like playing Dark Souls during the network tests before they even finished the game? Like, oh, it's fascinating peeks at history, right? Which ties in a little bit with that rewind feature, which is like, this is why it's important. Like these games were difficult because they were meant to take up so much time. Does that make them good games now? Probably not. Does that make them good games then? Yes. Wibbly wobbly conversation is. Yeah. That's a great song.
It was a little, nice little ditty.
Yeah. Oh, you take a look. It's in a book. Rainbow.
Oh, I thought you were. That was it. I don't know much.
I was not Aaron Nevilling it.
That's what I was thinking you were going for.
But I love you. That may be the reading rainbow.
I don't know what's happening now. I don't know what's going on.
Warming up for Suika.
We are, yeah. I'm just running to a save point quick. We got the second of the 7 stars. We made it 2 7s through the game. That's not how the game works. But,
Right.
I just gotta. This fucking kid is just really excited that his toy came to life, so I gotta tell him to shut up so I can save and we can sweep.
Shut up! I gotta save.
Like, shut up! You never seen a Nintendo game before?
Right.
Kid.
He's an elephant now.
Based on the context now or the context of the art at the time or both, or does it really matter? Like, I guess, like, to me, that's part of the issue where it's like, I understand the necessity for the rewind feature now so people can play at all these games that used to be incredibly, difficult to the point of not wanting to put in the time now. But at the same time, that ruins, that changes, that alters the experience. It's complicated. It's wibbly wobbly and it's complicated. I think there are goods and there are bads. Muffin Poots, $5. Gotta go. Wanted to say seeing you in solidarity over the past week makes the world a little less dark. Keep up the dope content coming. Wait, nope. I'm not going to say that. Coming to your face is what I will say. Not on your face.
Tragic.
Dear me.
Dear me. If I had pearls to clutch.
Oh.
And I think SVS before that with the €5. Frost, was that recent Cold Take inspired by the recent event, or was it planned longer ago and just coincided that it was so topical? A bit of like everything, because as I was writing that thing, I had a hard number of like, we've just had 700 layoffs in the industry, but then the next day it's like we've had 900. I was like, okay, and 1,000. I was like, well, we've had layoffs. Right, and it's going to continue even after this video is out because we are in, we're
in the
world in that time right now. We're just at that moment. So topical on like 3 layers. It's like a bean dip. This is.
It is like a bean dip. It's a good way to put it.
And Lampy over in the Twitch, I didn't read any of the coffee donations because I can't see them. So
blame me. Right.
Nick, you done them. Nick absolutely done them.
So I apologize if you made coffee donations, Nick. Where does
Nick?
How long do we need to stream to get them coffee donations?
I don't know. My Suika games are usually like 10 minutes.
Oh great. I'll take a look. Pure Pyro.
Sorry,
I'll take a look.
Did you guys have hard outs too? I didn't actually ask that.
I can go. I think I can. Hold on. Let me see if I have an urgent text message.
If you have an urgent text message, well, this is Suika game. You guys already understand what Suika game is.
I do not have an urgent text message, so I believe I can hang.
Suika,
for
I promise.
A bit.
Suika game will not go too long.
I will check the. Marty, we are all unemployed.
I mean, you have like children you need to take care of.
Yes.
Frost has dogs, dog and
Yeah.
or dogs, some combination of dog.
Okay. All right. Okay. Here's some quick coffee donations. Got 'em. Dower Dodger says Nick loves to poo poo.
Does.
Bear Stranaut giving my donation in before Marty mutes it.
I didn't. Listen, I respect the process. I fucked that up.
Dower Dodger says, because I love Aldi's. First of all, I understand that is a D's Nuts setup, but Aldi's is a fine grocery store that has decent products at very good prices.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna.
they have good.
support
They sell knockoff Girl Scout cookies that are really good.
Yeah, the best. Let's see here. Dr. Vintech. Yes, glad to see you guys doing well. Daniel M. Get good. Dolan, D's Nuts Forever. Dower Dodger. What's the dono threshold for Marty to do a feet stream? No.
Oh.
Well, it's however long I have to play until I have to go to the bathroom because I don't wear socks when I'm inside my house. So
true.
eventually, if I do a stream long enough where I have to pee, everyone can see feet.
Marty, even in the winter?
Even in the winter, yeah. It's
What?
Do you get sweaty feet?
I don't get sweaty feet. I just don't like the. I just don't want to. You can't put baby in a prison. You can't put this baby bird in a cage.
Sure.
I don't like stuff on my feet, but when it's as soon as it gets below 50, the socks are on to keep my toesies warm, dog.
Nah.
Nah.
Wait, so how does this game work?
It's ostensibly Tetris, but
Right.
then like kind of with threes in 2046. I don't know if you guys ever played those games where two of a kind will combine.
yeah.
If they touch, they combine to make the next one bigger.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
And then
so
what's the goal? Just high score?
Yeah, the goal is the highest score, but also once you get, as you see the circle of evolution, once you get a watermelon, if two watermelons combine, they disappear. So that's like, that's almost feels like you won. And I've never gotten two watermelons to disappear.
Gotcha.
Never got into watermelon.
Gotcha.
They also,
Um,
the only other mode in this game around Halloween, they introduced like a spooky skin with spooky music and a spooky background and like a pumpkin. And then there was a big update the other day, and I was like, oh my god, what happened? What are they adding this week game? And all they did was take away the Halloween mode. That's what the update did. But that makes it like, makes me excited because like maybe it's gonna be a Christmas mode. And
Yeah,
that'd be very exciting.
Over on the coffee, Marshall, moderator, I hardly knew her. Got him.
Wait.
Gundam.
No, guess what?
Gundam.
We're moving on. Joel Rose says, "Hey Jack, have you played Mr. Bones on the Saturn?" Hold on, Joel Rose.
I bet the answer is gonna be yes.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the answer is gonna be yes. Oh, I got a little pineapple.
Oh, look at you.
I got a
Mr.
pen.
Bones.
I got a pineapple pen.
Mr. Bones.
Right here for the Sega Saturn. This game is apparently, by the way, one of the most bonkers game ever made. It's a game that includes something like 8 different genres within the same game. I am incredibly excited to play Mr. Bones.
Is that based on the Counting Crows song, Mr. Bones?
Mr.
Bones and me.
And me. Correct. You are correct. In fact, you can only play it in November.
Yeah.
Right? It's been a
Wait,
Long
long
November.
December.
Is that what it is?
Long December.
This shows you my Counting Crows knowledge.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, it'll be fine when we launch Crowcast next month, which is a
Yeah,
weekly
you guys
podcast
I guess
all
the-
about Counting Crows.
December's right around the corner, so we can play Mr. Jones during the long December. Mr. Bones, it'll be great. So no, I'm
different kinds of
really
bones.
looking forward to playing that. I've heard phenomenal things about it as far as like just the out there ideas in Mr. Bones. Where else were we? We were Leo. That's where we were. Payday for me and showing support and enjoying Cold Take and Design Delve today. Thank you, Leo. We appreciate all y'all's support.
We really do.
Paul gives us $2. Says favorite One Piece character. Why is it Buggy?
Which one's Buggy? Oh, Buggy the Clown. I know Buggy. Buggy the Clown.
Yeah, Buggy the Clown. Oh, wait, yeah, you've got that far, haven't you?
Yeah, I've gotten as far as the live action television series.
Favorite Don Flamingo? No, is that his name?
That was a believe that was a Punch-Out character.
I'm so bad with names
Yeah.
and dates.
So in a vein
Not Doflamingo, no.
and what I'm going to call an adorable attempt to bond with my children who love One Piece so much. We watched the live action show together. They were very excited to have me watch that with them. I truly enjoyed the show a lot, the live action. I've been reading the back catalog of the manga.
Ooh, the manja.
The manga. I want to call it comic books to be a contrarian, but I know that will piss so many people off.
Yeah, backwards comic books, yeah? Because you
The
read
backwards
them
comic books.
right to left.
Backwards comic books.
That's all they are. So far, like my favorite Bizarro story is when they showed up on the island and there was just a guy there, who was who was pretending to be a ghost to scare off pirates, and then they made friends with him and left the island, not rescuing him.
I think that's beautiful.
I
I
loved
actually saw that episode.
guy.
That was in. I saw that episode of the anime, and they did not do that story in the live action show.
Right,
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't
good.
do it in the live action show, but I thought it was hilarious where they're like, "Well, bye."
Yeah, and he was chilling with all the animals there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out. to
Yeah.
him.
So I thought that was a really funny little thing from the live action show. I mean, obviously, like Luffy's adorable and wonderful.
Yeah.
I think is Sanji the name of the chef?
Yeah, he's great.
I love Sanji.
I think Sanji has to me the most interesting and well-defined character as far as the live action show is concerned.
Yeah,
Like, I
love his
understand
backstory,
his
on that
motivations, his
deserted island.
backstory, right? That was a beautiful episode
Yeah.
where we get him and the other one's backstory. An absolutely beautiful episode. So, yes, I know he's a perv in everything else.
Who?
Sanji is a
Oh,
perv in the show and manga or whatever, but it's in the live action. All I've read is a little bit of the manga and seen the live action, and Sanji has the most put together character so far.
Because it's just so evident. Like, he's a kickboxer. Why? Doesn't want to mess up his hands. He's a cook.
Oh, I'm seeing. I missed a thing about Half-Life. I'm very sorry. What was it?
Missed the
They
Running
asked-
out of Suica, Marty.
I know. I'm getting dangerously close. This is not
Someone
going to
asked-
go well.
Dangerous.
Someone asked Frost and I about our feelings on Half-Life, and I'm gonna go back and see if I can find it. Thank you for reminding me.
What you call it? Half-Life's interesting because I come through during the modern military shooters, and
Sure.
Half-Life is like the great grandpappy of those, So I'm almost allowing more space between myself and that Half-Life, so I can go back and go, this is what it's like for a 20-year-old modern military shooter gamer tries Half-Life again, or for the first time. I save a lot of my gaming virginities.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have your Silent Hill 2 soon.
Yeah, I gotta wait for that, and then that way it's like, Yahtzee, what's it like? And then like, what's your first time like? For us, I was like, yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
So 3 minutes, I cried.
Like I didn't play Half-Life until after I played both Team Fortress 2 and Portal.
Oh, the orange box.
Yeah, because I wasn't a PC gamer growing up, and so I got the orange box on my Xbox 360. Fell in love with Team Fortress 2, played Portal, was like, this is brilliant, and then started playing through Half-Life. I was like, oh, I get it. And so I think I have a different relationship with it than other people do.
Sure.
But I mean, I think they're phenomenal games and really helped. It's something we talk about a lot as far as in critical spaces. Like Half-Life was the game that turned the genre from Doom clones to first-person shooters.
Yeah. But it's got a bit of that sort of Citizen Kane thing going on, where ever so much, came from there. Where now it's kind of hard to go back to the one that started it.
Absolutely.
I passed away in Suica.
She got murdered. Is that your high? No, your highest.
No,
is
I did pretty
24.
good. If I get over 2,000, I
Great.
consider it. I consider it a W in my book.
Okay. Oh, there you
I
go.
love it. I feel like I could spend a lot of time on this. What's this on the Switch?
The only official version, I believe, is on Switch for $3. There's a lot of like browser versions, knockoff versions. So this game is huge in Japan, and it's also like number 2 or 3 on the eShop. Like this game is like huge. Like Japanese streamers play this game a bunch, so it is. It has its big audience. But I'm done playing video games.
It's very calming.
How
wonderful.
Do we want to wrap this up?
Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Guys,
I think this was a phenomenal stream.
Guys, this was great. I had such an amazing time. Thank you all, everyone watching, everyone on Twitch, everyone on YouTube, everyone watching the VOD. Thank you all so much for joining us for this first of many. We want to do launch day sort of shenanigan streams. Anytime a big game comes out. Next one, maybe we'll do Avatar. Avatar : Forbidden Wilds.
Forbidden West.
Actually, it's just called Avatar :
Avatar :
That's it.
Avatar : in a couple weeks, so we'll be streaming that. But we're gonna have a bunch of streams planned for you. Nothing is set in stone yet because we're still figuring out how to exist as a company. And once we figure out how to exist as a company, we will be sure you will know our schedules well in advance, and we will know our schedules well in advance. But we appreciate we appreciate everyone's patience and support until then, because it could not we couldn't do this without you, quite literally.
Yeah.
Frost, where can folks find you? What should folks check out?
Let's see here. Newest Cold Take just premiered on the main channel. Go give that a watch, then give it another watch, then print it out, send it to your gran, because she probably doesn't know how YouTube works out. And as far as I'm concerned, later today, I believe I'll be cracking open my personal twitch.tv/theotherfrost. It's going to be Will and I just kind of like shooting the shit, talking about news, and just like, yo, what's happened? Because I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks because everything exploded. Yeah. That's how that goes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great to do.
Follow Frost over there.
It's great.
Yeah, and check out Cold Take. It's wonderful. Check out Cold Take. Check out yesterday's Design Delve. Obviously, check out Wednesday's Fully Ramblematic. So much good stuff. Jack.
So much good stuff.
What about thou?
You heard it here first. I ain't doing shit. I will. My real goal is to attempt to be on some live streams here and there while we work on video stuff. We're gonna figure out our schedule to make sure that we have kind of a regular known quantity release schedule. Then we're gonna start working on some other fun projects. Until then, I'm gonna be on as many streams as possible, and just be infrastructure. It's infrastructure week, everybody, and we're well, Captain Biden here for you. Also, Matthew Adkins, thanks for the $4.99 obligatory wrap up. These nuts joke. Thank you, Matthew. But for now, everything's still a little up in the air, and all we can do is echo what everyone else has said, is how much we appreciate y'all watching and supporting us during this stupid time while we make stupid things that we enjoy so much.
Truly means the absolute world to us. So yeah, thank you all so much as always for hanging out, and we'll see you all soon. Bye everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your Fridays /weekends if we don't see you in the next 2 days. Bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.